YouTube to do a meditation, and then we're going to do some tarot, so stick around. Beautiful. So as we get started tonight, I would really love us to just be able to begin by connecting with our breath and allowing ourselves to find our center. So if you feel called to place your hand over your heart and take a nice deep breath in with me. And release. Beautiful. All right, give me just one moment to fix my YouTube so I can have people commenting, because I know I'm still working on figuring out how to go live from Zoom to YouTube. So I love you guys so much, and really looking forward to just being able to hang out and create a safe space for us to end our day together and collect our energies. I'm going to walk us through a grounding meditation, and yeah, it's going to be beautiful. So I believe YouTube should be fixed now, so that way you guys can comment. So hi Sylvia, it's good to see you, beautiful. It's lovely to see you guys. If you are on TikTok and you would like to join me on YouTube, please feel free to click the link in my profile and join in on YouTube so you guys can be a part of the amazing event that is happening tonight. So otherwise, let's go ahead and just bring our center back to our breathing. I'm just so excited. I love you all so much, and I'm so grateful to be able to hold space. I'd love to start us off with a little bit of gratitude, and we can just think about at least 2 things that you are truly grateful for today. And feel free to drop it in the chat if you'd like. Today, I am grateful for my breath. I am grateful for the ability to breathe. I am so truly grateful for all of the beautiful landscapes that exist, that we get the opportunity to view and connect with and take pictures of or paint. I'm just so grateful for the opportunity for creative expression, and yeah, so that's a few things that I am grateful for today. So if you all want to drop in the chat and let me know if you can hear me. I'm still trying to work out. There it goes. I think I figured it out. Okay, beautiful. And we can go ahead and swap over to some I am statements, and we can do some EFT tapping, emotional freedom tapping. Just drop in some I ams. What do you want to call into your being for this evening? I am patient. I am calm. I am whole. I am connected. I am grounded and centered in this now moment. I am a beautiful being of light. I am consciousness in expression. Hi, Strength, Health, Well-Being. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Oh my goodness, I really appreciate it. Feel free to share in the chat with everybody if you feel called. Any of the I am statements that you would like to call into your being for tonight. I am powerful. I am divine. I am motivated. I am filled with peace, love, abundance, and happiness. Beautiful. I am complete. I am compassionate. I love it, Sylvia. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Absolutely beautiful. Leeza, you wrote, I am compassionate, just as Sylvia did. That's so beautiful. I am achieving my hopes and dreams. I am expression in true form. I am honest with my true self. I am joyful. I am happy. Beautiful. I love it. I am grounded. Awesome. Okay, beautiful souls. Let's go ahead and jump into a little bit of laughter practice to bring in some energy into our being, and we will, find some things to laugh about. We'll focus on our breath. We'll take a nice deep inhale together, and on the exhale, we will release with the sound ha, 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 and eventually it can just roll into a laughter if that's what's comfortable for you. If not, that is totally fine. Whatever works for you is perfect. So whenever you guys are ready, let's take a nice deep breath in all the way into our bellies, allowing our stomachs to really expand. Breath in and release. Breath in. Ha, ha, ha. And breathe. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Oh my goodness. Awesome. All right, sweet souls. If you have water and you would like to do a little bit of water blessing, you can grab your water or your tea or anything you feel called to in this moment. So, hi Shannon, it's good to see you, beautiful. And we can grab our water and just pour some love into it. I thank you, water. I'm so grateful for all the love that you share with me. I'm grateful for your existence, the just healing properties that exist. You're so special, and don't let anybody else ever tell you different. And then we'll drink it with an ah. Ah. Beautiful. Awesome. All right, sweet souls. So for those of you that are possibly just now joining, we're going to go ahead and move into just a short meditation to ground our energy and bring our center into our beings, and then we're going to move straight into some tarot. So if you all are on YouTube and you want to join me live for the tarot, please feel free to do that. We will, the link is in my Discord, so my Discord channel, you guys are totally allowed to do that. Otherwise, let's go ahead and drop into a meditative space. And we'll focus on our breathing. Let's take a nice deep breath in together. And release. Beautiful. And whenever you're ready, we will begin to imagine a beautiful light forming in the center of our chest. And this light can be any color that you feel called. Just notice it. And as this light expands through your chest, reaching your shoulders, allowing your shoulders to drop and relax. As this light moves down your arms, down to your elbows, and all the way to the tips of your fingers. And as this light moves through your body, allowing it to release any tension or anxieties that might be stored. And we'll bring this light down our back, through each vertebrae of our spine, to our hips. We can even imagine this light swirling through our organs, releasing any tension or pain that might be in our organs at this moment. Expanding and filling our body with light, moving down our hips, to our knees, all the way down to the tips of our toes. Filling our bodies completely with light. And as this light reaches your toes, I invite you to imagine roots growing out of the bottom of your feet into the ground. And you can imagine these roots a bright red color, and allow them to expand as they move through the layers of the earth, down through the rock and the clay, all the way down through to the core of the earth. And you can imagine these roots as they reach the core of the earth, bringing a warm orange and red energy from the core of the earth around your roots. And together we'll take a breath in, and I invite you to breathe this beautiful energy up through your roots, through your legs, and to the base of your spine where your root chakra sits. Breath in. And release. Imagining this warm orange energy moving up your roots and through your legs, connecting with your root chakra at the base of your spine. Let's take one more inhale together. Breath in. And release. Beautiful. And with one more nice visualization, we'll imagine this energy moving up from our root, through our spine, up to our heart center, through our throat, to our third eye, and out of our crown, expanding this beautiful orangey red energy around our bodies, over the tops of our head, around our arms, around our legs and the bottoms of our feet, forming a beautiful crystalline shell around your body. And for a moment, I'd like you to imagine this beautiful crystalline shell filling with red, warm, loving energy, filling this beautiful space with calm and centered peace. And as this beautiful energy fills your crystal shell, I invite you to notice your breath and breathe in this peaceful energy. And exhale any remaining tension. Beautiful. And we'll take one more breath in. And release. I am whole. I am protected. I am powerful. I am loved. And whenever you're ready, we can begin to bring our consciousness back to this now moment. Wiggle our fingers, wiggle our toes, wiggle our knees, wiggle our nose. And open your eyes whenever you're ready. Thank you guys so much for joining me on that beautiful journey towards grounding. Hello, Amanda. Ooh. Oh, thank you so much for joining. Hi, beautiful.
Hey.
Oh my goodness. Perfect timing. I don't know if I missed you. My eyes were closed. So.
You totally did, but that's okay.
Okay, sorry. Awesome. So, yes, super excited for tonight and for pulling cards and a little bit of tarot. I hope you guys are feeling grounded and centered after that meditation. Amanda, how was WandaVision? Was it good?
So good.
Good, good. Well,
I don't want to spoil anything, but Wanda was like currently my vibes.
Oh, yeah?
And the thing happened that I knew was going to happen from the first episode.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm not surprised. I mean,
Oh, while you were meditating, I pulled up 2 cards.
oh, perfect, perfect. Go ahead.
So I got Thinker
Beautiful.
and Serendipity.
First of all, I love that movie. That's what immediately came to my mind.
Me too.
And Leia's yelling, so it's gotta be a good one.
Exactly. Leia always agrees with me though.
She does. That's the truth. Real quick, for everybody on TikTok, if you guys want to join in on my YouTube channel, you're going to be able to get the chance to see all the cards that are being pulled right now. We have another reader, Amanda, who's amazing, and she is on YouTube. So to see the cards that she's going to be reading, please click the link in my profile and join there. Okay, go for it, Amanda.
Yes, I agree. Come join YouTube. That's where the cool kids are.
Yes, the cool kids hang out on YouTube.
All right, so for basically what I asked when I was shuffling the cards is what we need to know tonight as a collective.
Beautiful.
So for the thinker, it says strategy, being analytical and logical. So the ability to reason and strategize is the focus now. Take things at face value and follow the logical path. Your calculations will prove to be correct, for in the moment there is no deeper meaning than what is obvious. Things are exactly as they seem. You have all the information you need. Keep it simple and you will win the game of life you're playing right now. And then for serendipity, this says opportunity allied with readiness and awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, magical alignment of events. So you've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dreams resonate to exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you're a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being right now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service in the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile for. Oh, apparently, this is really important because I always yawn when Spirit's saying something important. Expect the unexpected and smile for Spirit loves you so very much.
Wow.
So now is the time to stop doubting ourselves. No pressure. Apparently, we have big, big plans for ourselves and for the entire world. And everyone watching right now has a grand mission that they're on. Everything is coming into place, but now is not the time for manifesting new things. Now is the time to start planning everything that you have been manifesting and start looking for all the signs and synchronicities and all of the messages that Spirit is pouring through you, which we've all been getting ridiculous uploads, which is why we've all been sleeping a ridiculous amount the last couple of days. So right now we are going through a big change, big uploads, and big things are happening, which I've been saying for about 2 weeks, but there's big stuff happened in January. There's even bigger stuff happening in March. I don't know how it's going to get bigger, but it's all happy changes. It's not scary. It's happy changes. There's just a lot coming and a lot that's going to happen in March. And it's bigger than anybody could have expected, but it's all very, very positive and very, very happy changes. We've turned the tide in the spiritual war that's been going on, and it's now turned to our side. So everything that we've been working on, everything that we've been manifesting, everything that we've been trying to bring forth for the collective is now coming to be, which is why we're getting all of these downloads right now and why we're all being upgraded and why we're all in hermit mode at the moment, because we're preparing for this big thing that's happening in March.
Yes, absolutely. Amanda, that was so beautiful. Thank you so much for bringing that forward and just really confirming a lot of my own. Yeah, the sleep thing, that is no joke right now. Like, there is not enough sleep in the world right now.
No,
So,
I've
absolutely
been
grateful.
I've been so I'm so wired, but so exhausted at the same time.
Yes, like I want to go, but I know I need to stop. It's like this finding the balance between the energies right now. So I
Yes.
think it's really funny. The two cards that I pulled are exactly what I pulled this morning for my own personal reads. So it's like really, really funny that the same cards came through. But I'm really actually excited to share it with you guys. So let me know real quick, actually, if you don't mind. Is the lighting on there so you can actually see the cards, or is it better with the light off?
It's better with the light off.
Okay, cool. So
I'm thirsty.
I
You're
got
thirsty?
a
Yeah.
new deck. I'm really
Okay,
excited to
so
share
listen.
this message with you guys. And I think it's going to really flow. So this deck is actually really amazing, and it has a little bit at the end that kind of gives you some suggestions for being able to move your body. So card number 35, Summon the Rain. As our wise ancestors knew, dance is the most powerful form of ritual and prayer. Dance allows you to interface with the sacred realms and connect directly with the cosmic dance itself. Conveniently, it utilizes the most powerful divine channel and magical tool there is, your body. In every human culture, dance and song are the most ancient forms of worship, prayer, devotion, and celebration. Therefore, you can be certain that the primordial instinct to engage in ritual dance is encoded in your DNA. Ritual and ceremony offer you a chance to attune more deeply to the sacredness of your life and cycles that flow through it, just as they did for your ancestors. What's more, your body responds to direct and focused intentions. Like a crystal wand, it can direct, guide, and amplify energy. Ritual dance allows you to have an immediate experience with and direct response from the sacred realms of wisdom that naturally course through your being from the great goddess. And when movement is imbued with emotion, inner vision, and clearly expressed desire, your prayers are powerfully activated and affirmed. That's why you are now being called to embark on this embodied journey of release, revelation, and connection. What is it that you truly desire? What are your highest visions? What is your most ideal outcome? Get very clear on your most treasured intentions and access your natural power to create positive change. Do this by performing a dance ritual and express your prayers through movement. A simple way to do this is to state your intention clearly. Phrase it in the present tense as if it already true. For example, I am in love, I am healthy, or I am worthy. Then tune into the feeling as if it's already present in your life experience. Carefully choose a piece of music that is in alignment with this feeling. You may like to adorn yourself with apparel and accessories that go along with this feeling. Set the mood. Okay, there's a lot more in here, but it's basically telling you how to do a dance ritual, which means lighting candles, putting incense, get some essential oils out. You know, make yourself feel how you want to feel, and this is going to help bring you in alignment with what you are desiring. And I think this really flows into what you were talking about, Amanda, where you were saying that, you know, now is not the time for new manifestations. Now is the time to really get clear on what it is that we're calling into our spaces and what it is that we've already been, you know, working on. And for me, this card also really speaks to, you know, it's called Summon the Rain, which if you can see the guy, he's kind of playing with the clouds and there's water falling all around him, which really calls to me about emotions and being able to feel our emotions and how our emotions are actually going to help empower us through this time of getting clear on what we want. And so understanding that, you know, if there is any of those feelings of doubt or worry or uncertainty, the best way for us to kind of move through that right now is to express ourselves and allow our bodies to move. So finding that creative flow. And then the other card that came through is card number 10, which is Be Fluid. In this great sea of dynamically shifting circumstances and events, now is the time to choose flow over fixity. Be flexible, fluid, and gracefully adaptable. You are reminded to love what is. This does not mean resigning yourself or being stuck where you are. You can find the blessing and perfection in your present moment while simultaneously choosing to create positive change according to your highest vision of yourself, your life, and any situation. Such is the wisdom of fluidity. Fighting against what is already happening will likely manifest misery by putting you in opposition with what is already true. Instead, enter into the receptive, magnetic state of flowing surrender. After all, life is an endless dance of fluid, flowing continuity. There's a lot more. There's a lot more for these, but I think the big message here is just, you know, staying focused on what we've been working on and allowing it to be fluid. Like, you've already put in the hard work, you've already done the healing, you've moved through some of the bigger stuff. Now is the time to be open to receive and allow what is happening to happen, but be aware and mindful of any of the uncertainties or insecurities that you might be holding, and hold space for that. You know, don't let it sit there and grow out of proportion to what it needs to be. So, yeah.
I also find it interesting how all the cards that you've pulled so far today fit in so perfectly with the meditation we did this morning.
Oh my gosh, yes. No, absolutely. And like I said, I sat here and shuffled, and these two cards fell on the counter, and this is exactly what I pulled for myself this morning. So it was absolutely meant to be. Oh, beautiful. I as much as I don't want to, I kind of noticed the card below it, and it's give and receive, which, Amanda, I think you'll appreciate the imagery on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just, you know, and it really, the message, I don't even need to open the book for it. The message is the same, like, be open to receiving what the universe is giving, and be open to give as well. You know, I really think that this card really reminds me to just be open to love and support as well. So
Yeah, I've been getting that message a lot lately.
Yes. Let's see. Actually, I kind of want to read the book on it, if that's okay. It's really,
Yeah, I'm
this is a
just
brand new
shuffling
book,
anyway.
so I don't really know any of these cards yet. But give and receive. When dance is performed, it is an offering of love. It becomes a sacred infinity loop comprised of both giving and receiving. Life itself is quite the same, for the deepest human desire is for connection with others through offering personal essence and sharing what is most important to us. This generous vulnerability opens up a portal of interconnection that allows both the giver and receiver to be inspired, nourished, and healed. You possess a frequency that is marvelous and unique. You radiate your own special ray of beauty, wisdom, power, and magic. Now you are being asked to freely, confidently, and joyfully share who you are with the world. While it is natural to have an inner voice of criticism telling you that you are not ready or that you're self-centered to think you have something special to give, you must learn to override that voice and share your gifts anyways. Oh wow. Okay. Be By hiding them, you are not. Okay, I need to read that sentence again. I'm sorry. I need to read that sentence again. While it is natural to have an inner voice of criticism telling you that you're not ready or that you're self centered to think you have something special to give, you must learn to override that voice and share your gifts anyway. By hiding them, you are not doing anyone any favors. To do so means you are inhibiting the natural river of the divine creative energy that wants to flow through you and denying the world the distinctive splendor, beauty, and wisdom that only you can offer. In truth, the world wants to see and know you. When we receive another in the fullness of who they are and what they have to give, a point of connection is made that helps to illuminate the entire matrix, bringing more peace and harmony to the collective. You are also being called to surround others with space and empathetic attention so their unique beauty and wisdom can blossom and be fully received into your consciousness. The most valuable gift you can give someone is your full presence. Take them in from the depth of your heart. You can offer this receptivity whether you are watching someone on a stage or spending time with someone individually. Even as a performer, you can allow for a silent connection with the audience, letting it directly inform and activate the moment to moment offering of your performance. Giving and receiving are one and the same. When you offer your full presence and attention to receive someone, your presence is a treasure and a gift as well. Experience the wisdom in a palpable way by standing with your spine straight and your feet together, facing your palms upwards towards the sky with the pinky finger and the inside edges of your hands touching. Inhale as you draw your hands towards yourself, letting your elbows extend outward. Swivel your hands so they are facing forward, thumbs touching, palm out, and exhale as you push your hands away from you. Swivel your hands inward again and inhale, and then repeat the exhilarating movement as well. As you inhale, you draw your hands inward, receive nourishment and support from the world. As you exhale, send out your blessing. Give your talents, your essence, and love. Also receive. Listen deeply and be attentive, present, aware, and appreciative. Welcome the sacred energies and essence of another person and the blessings and the beauty of the entire world.
Okay, you know what's funny?
What?
This,
Yeah.
that is Qigong for balancing your
Yes.
chakras.
Yes, I was literally thinking that the entire. I was like, wait a minute, I know that one. I know that one. I'm like visioning it in my head. Breathe in the chi, breathe out the cha. Oh my gosh. Perfect.
So apparently we're all supposed to be doing Qigong.
Yeah, so connect with Sifu Boggie. I'll put
Yes.
his information down below the video if you guys are interested in Qigong. He is super great. He has lots and lots of beautiful videos. Hi, Leeza. It's good to see you, beautiful. Perfect timing.
Also, starting Monday, his Discord will be open. It is a free
Yay!
Discord, and then you can get some free stuff to actually check everything out. If you decide to go further, then you can join this Patreon, make the payment, you get access to different levels in the Discord.
Yes.
So if anybody wants to actually check it out, that would be the best way to do it. And then you can kind of figure out if Qigong is what you need, which honestly it's what everybody needs.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. So I did want to riff off this card just for a minute because I don't think it needs much more than what was already said in the book. But I just think it really spoke to me because lately I've been feeling very much like being called inward and spending time reflecting and I've been experiencing a lot of triggers that haven't been coming up for me for a while. And so it's really been very humbling to be in this place of like, wow, okay, this still affects me but I'm able to work through it, which is really, really powerful for me to be able to say, you know what, something that might have totally ruined my day before is something that I can notice, stop, breathe, and move forward from. And so I think it's pretty great that this card came forward. And I also really love the message that it said to support one another and to share spaces with one another, because that just tells me that I'm not the only one feeling that way right now. And that makes me feel a lot better to know that like we have this beautiful community of amazing souls to be there and support with one another. And you guys can always find a friend in the Paradigm Shift family or Pinocchio's Cove or Amanda's Discord or anybody else that's connected here. Like we're all so supportive and loving. And yeah, I just really appreciate that message a lot because I appreciate you guys so much and all the love that we share. So
Also, hi Leeza. I didn't say hi when you came in.
Oh, love you, Ma. What's it called? So I just wanted to say, first of all, like Amanda, the thinker card, can you send me a picture of that description? Like it hit different. Like you guys have been saying things that have just resonated so hard. Like I have had a very difficult week and it's just, oof. But like hearing you guys, when you were doing the meditation, like I started to be able to like lift some of it off and just breathe again. And I feel like I can breathe again. So I wanted to say thank you guys for that.
You're welcome. Send me a message in Discord because it's easiest for me to send pictures that way. And then that'll remind me to take the picture for you and send it to you. The last time we did these upgrades, I upgraded hard.
yeah.
And I have so many new gifts activated, which is why I just like randomly pop into people's lives and start channeling messages because I have to.
That's amazing, Amanda. I love it.
It hits. And I love it.
I pulled 3 Moonology cards,
Ooh.
which perfectly falls in line with everything so far.
Of course.
And the middle one makes me laugh. So I got, you're very close to achieving your goal. I'll give you a spoon.
Beautiful.
And then you are good enough, which I've been getting this message for a week, but this current full moon on the 27th is a full moon in Virgo.
Wow. Oh, that's exciting.
Very exciting.
That's why that one made me laugh. I've literally been getting this exact message, not just from tarot, but from like actual direct messages from spirit that I am good enough. I don't need to be anything else. I'm already perfect the way I am.
Yeah, absolutely.
So apparently we all need to hear that message.
Mm-hmm.
And then your hard work is paying off. So new moon in Capricorn. So I will read these quickly for everyone while you guys are shuffling.
Love you too, Awaken Atlas. I don't know.
Oh, Alice is in?
Yes.
Hey, Alice. Once I'm talking and like doing cards, I don't pay attention to the chat at all. So I'm glad that other people are paying attention to it.
I know, right? I just happened to look down. I was like, "Yay!" Oh my gosh, and Shannon's feeling it too. So it's and that's what I think is so important about holding spaces like this. It's that when we show up in our authenticity and we share our love, it gives other people the opportunity to do the same, and that's what we all need right now. We all need the space to just be
That's better.
perfect the way we are, right?
Yes,
The imperfect.
Yes.
exactly. And now I'm channeling Mary Poppins, so we're all good.
Love Mary Poppins. That one just came up on my TikTok earlier today too.
Yeah, I saw something earlier today. Oh, yeah, it was a TikTok. It was about someone doing laundry and they
In
got
the
their
dryer and the
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
the one.
Yep, that was awesome.
Yeah. So many sheets in the dryer. I do that with
Mhm.
my laundry too, though.
The two kids, the dog.
Exactly.
I'm glad we're on the same TikTok.
Me too.
What? No. I asked to have that on. Do not touch it anymore. I'm sorry, I'm yelling at the
Do you have
I'm
spirits?
yelling at the old lady that lives here that likes to play with my lights.
Yeah, old lady, we need to see Amanda, please. Thank you.
She usually just does like the disco lights and randomly changes my color, but apparently she does not want me giving you guys this message. All right, so first one, you're very close to achieving your goal.
Gosh, perfect.
Says the word gibbous. Stop it. Oh, you know what, lady? We're gonna have words later. No, that is quite enough. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna turn on my actual light because she
Okay.
can't mess with that one.
While Amanda is turning on her light, I'm gonna go ahead and read the card that I pulled, too. So, if that's okay.
Oh, that one, right?
Yes, the ruby star, flow. I embody my authentic and sensual essence. Joy, feel, and twinkle are the star words. The ruby star symbolizes the energetic vortex of the root chakra, located at the base of your spine. This red portal is the stargate to realizing and grounding your deepest desires. The crystal spirit of the ruby personifies vitality, primal hunger for passion, and a thirst for pleasure. This collaborative partnership embodies your sacred authenticity and sensuality. Maya encourages you to feel deeply into your senses, to establish your sensual flow, power, and strength to thrive, not just survive. Ooh, so powerful. So this really flows with that first card of creation and flowing with the creations that we've been working on and allowing us to connect with our deepest desires. It also brings me into that mindset of like finding that flow in your body and allowing your body to move and hey, feeling sensual. Let yourself feel sensual. It is okay to express your sensuality. There is nothing wrong with that. And I think that that's the big message here, is to be able to find your power in moving forward with your desires. And also, I think it's a great synchronicity that this card comes up after we do a grounding exercise, just to remind everybody like the simple things of grounding in the wintertime and how important it is to make sure that we do have healthy and active grounding exercises to be able to keep us centered. And I also really appreciate the part where it mentions grounding your desires, because a lot of the times, especially spiritual people, we have a fun time creating and living in the astral realm and creating our desires and all this, but then it's that second step of actually grounding our desires into the earth that's going to bring those desires forward. And so, not allowing our dreams to just stay in our head, but actually taking action to step into our desires and do what it is that we wish to see for ourselves in the world. So, quick message while Amanda got her.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, that's specifically the shadow work that I've been doing this week.
Root chakra.
not just the root chakra, but the sensuality part and dealing with my issues with intimacy.
Yeah, same. Same huge sacral chakra work too.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And it's because we really have to, the last 6 months or so, we've been working on our crown and our third eye, and now we're being, and our throats, of course, our hearts, that's like basis always, but now we're being called to ground that energy, all of that work that we've been doing down. And so, yeah, any traumas that are located in your sacral or root chakra, that stuff is going to be coming up right now. And it's really important to hold space for yourself that is safe and healing. So if you guys are working on sacral or root chakra stuff and you'd like some support, please feel free to reach out too. So, okay, Amanda, lay it on us. I'm ready.
All right. So the word gibbous means bulging. What a descriptive word, right? And pulling this card at any time of the month suggests that the situation you're asking about is bulging with possibility and coming to a peak. But this isn't an ending card with a neat yes or no answer. Rather, you're being reminded that some adjustments may yet be required before you get what you want. Though you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring for you. However, there's also a sense that the situation is a bit tense. So don't push too hard. One false move and the whole thing could blow. That's not meant to scare you. It's just to let you know that there's a fuse attached to the situation. So be careful if you choose to light it. And the attune to the moon is, I know that I'm on the right track. So, like I said earlier, now's a good time to review your plans, keep the momentum going as you move towards your dreams, stay focused, and it's not a good time to start a new project.
Absolutely.
So,
I like how it said too that there's still work to be done. Like, yeah, your stuff's coming in, everything that you desire is coming for you, but that doesn't mean you can just stop doing the work and not stop showing up. You still have to do the things to follow through with it.
exactly.
So while you were reading that, I got is there more?
Got 2 more cards.
Okay, sorry. I'll
Look good. So the next one was the You Are Good Enough. So that one says, it's time to really be honest with yourself and understand what's led you to ask you a question. Have you been humbled to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far. And drawing this card suggests that you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flashy, just quietly certain that you are good enough. At the other end of the scale, you also need to honestly answer this question. Have you been too picky? The full moon in Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should be more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. And to attune to the moon on this one, which is really important with the moon coming up on the 27th, find the balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your daily life, which we've been talking about, finding the magic in the mundane for like a week now. So that's fun. And then the last one is your hard work is paying off, which is new moon in Capricorn. So first and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work-related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years' time. That will inform your best course of action now, so think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is that you want to achieve. So attune to the moon is make a proper plan and execute it well. So we're very much in a time of sitting back, reevaluating everything that we've been manifesting and actually making plans to move forward.
I needed that. Thank you, Amanda.
You're welcome.
It's so funny because I kept pulling earlier today Sacred Plans card from my Angel Oracle deck and just seeing like it's time for plans. It's time for I love this. I love it. Okay. So I have I got 4. So we have 2 queens. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and we have the Queen of Cups. And so she is telling me basically, like, we're secure, we have what we need, we're here and we're showing up. Emotionally, we are here, we are doing the thing. And you may feel like you have to, there's some type of competition or there's some type of, you're on guard a little bit, but things are happening and like you are getting what you want, what you manifested, what you have been working towards, you're coming into fruition and you're getting it. But it came in reverse. And so, remember that you can have that. And it's okay to have that. And it's okay to all the things that you want, you're worthy of them. You are worthy. You can be the queen. You can be her. And you don't need to be so on guard. So I'm gonna read the book now.
Oh my gosh, Leeza, that was amazing. Thank you. Again, very needed, very needed.
I really do love those cards.
I love them so much. Light Seer deck.
She said, "You've been on guard," and I was like, "Yes."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, me too, girl.
So very much on guard.
I feel it. I got you, girl. Okay, Queen of Cups. So, extremely intuitive, a highly attuned emotional intelligence, love and compassion, sensitivity, strength, empathy, leading with your heart, healing. The Queen of Cups is one of the most intuitive cards of the tarot, floating in the dreamlike state of spiritual connection. She asks you how well your emotions have been serving you lately and reminds you that you have the ability to connect on a much deeper level. Feel and accept your emotional intuition. Listen closely as a way to understand what is truly going on and ensure that other people feel heard when you communicate with them. Devote time to their emotional cues and see the divine beauty in all of life's experiences. It takes both sun and shadow to make the ocean floor sparkle. In shadow, this card can indicate that you are out of touch with your emotions or that you are suppressing your feelings while refusing to see the obvious. If you feel any insecurities around openly connecting with others, grow into a better partner by vulnerably sharing your own tender heart. My intuitive heart openly expresses deep love.
Wow, Leeza, that was beautiful.
I just love like the imagery on this card.
Mm-hmm.
Queen of Pentacles. Where is she? She is right here. Okay. Light seer, a healer, a worker, a working parent, a self-made person, material wealth and abundance, strength in family and community, a kind and nurturing heart, groundness, being down to earth, generosity. This self-made queen reminds you to step into abundance by shifting any shadows you are holding on to around wealth and security. You are safe. Pay attention to your finances to level up your money game and give yourself permission to rise into the upper ranks. This is a positive message of creature comforts and happiness, and this earth medicine ushers in a life well lived in the material world. Connect with the nature to find your calm, healing, and rooted power, and harness the abundance that's available to you by bringing groundedness to your situation. Shower others with warm blessings from a charitable heart, as loyalty, family, and community are themes at this time. Your nurturing and down-to-earth approach will give stability and support to those in your life. Don't overextend your energy and avoid enabling others by over-mothering them. They must learn to walk on their own. Bring your self-worth and guidance and your glorious, powerful love. I enjoy my deeply connected life, and I lead it with an outpouring of warmth, abundance, and love.
I'm not feeling called out at all.
No, not just even a little bit. A lot of it.
So then we have the Seven of Swords. Dun dun dun. Seven of Swords. Okay. The light seer, deception or betrayal, taking only what's needed, the universe bearing witness to true intentions, getting away with something, being strategic, being grateful for the resources you have, moving silently and quickly. Shadow seer, lying to yourself or to others, a need for perspective and honesty, secrets, something stolen, taking more than your fair share, being held back by imposter syndrome. Traditionally, this card warns us that we must be on the lookout for deception, thievery, and betrayal. While we can sometimes find ourselves the victim of someone else's deceit, it's also a nudge to act in alignment with your own highest morality. Be sure you are being honest with yourself about the nature of your reality right now. Sometimes we pretend that everything is okay or that we are doing the best we can, even when we're not. Sometimes this shows up as recklessness or as avoidance of responsibilities. Taking only what's needed, and remember that no excuse outweighs your ability to act from a place of love and integrity. You cannot deceive your own heart, and the universe will always bear witness to your truest intentions. For you alone and vulnerable under the light of the full moon, the only thing that matters is the truth. Move forward with the lightness of conscience to guide you. I act from a place of love and morality, and the universe witnesses my honest intentions. Oof. Felt that one deep down there. Okay, and lastly, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Light seer, spiritual and material abundance, community, generosity, wealth, and prosperity, building a legacy. Shadow seer, chasing luxury and status, financial loss, negative energy around wealth. Oh, baby, this is a big one. All the love, abundance, and joy that you can muster in your heart. It's coming your way and it's coming fast. It's time to prepare for its inevitable arrival and to commit to your long term success. This energy is so big, in fact, that you should be prepared to spread some of it around generously. Bring an abundance of positive energy into your life and watch everything shift. Expect the arrival of success, happiness, and an upbeat and loving community as avenues widen and the right connections click into place. Remember that perceptions change. You are one small move away from seeing the bigger picture and from unearthing a legacy of pentacles that is already yours. You deserve this success and love. Taste the pleasures of life and embody a state of consciousness that says, yes, I am worthy of all this success. I am successful, and I share my wealth with those I love.
I love when people confirm my channeled messages.
Right, exactly. And like thank you for ending it on like the most beautiful possible note. Like, all right, end of stream. Bye guys. We're ending on the ten of pentacles. Bye. Have a good no, I'm just joking. That's perfect. Go
We
for
do
it.
have a new friend that's joined us, and they have asked for a reading. I
Okay.
have pulled more cards for the collective. I don't know if you guys want to like hold them for now and then do a reading for them, or finish our collective reading and then do a reading for them.
Yeah, let's finish the collective reading. I have a few cards too, and then we can change the momentum to individual readings as well. I'm absolutely cool with that. So let's let
Perfect.
Amanda, you said you already pulled some cards?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So let's just go ahead and read the cards that you pulled. I'll read the ones that I pulled, and then we'll end the collective. And then anybody that's still here and listening, go ahead and stick around, and we'll do individual reads for everybody as well. So
Perfect. All right. So the reason why I was asking if Morphic was in the room is because this one card I have pulled for her every single time since I got this deck.
she's probably here energetically, I'm sure.
Yeah. So I got magic. So there's magic around you. So expect excitement and joy. So more happy card.
Unicorn.
I love my unicorn deck. And then what I have now dubbed the Morphic card because it literally only pops up for her. Invisibility. Take off your cloak of invisibility and let your light be seen. I've literally been yelling at her for probably 6 weeks now to stop hiding. So this is my stop hiding card. So I will read out the messages. But basically there's a lot of happiness coming for us. We just need to come out of hermit mode and step fully into our power, accept all of these downloads that we've been getting and all of these upgrades that we've been getting, and basically expose ourselves to the world is the way I'm being told to say it, as much as I don't like saying it that way.
Exposure. Okay, got it.
That's what I was told. It goes well with the sensual card, but we're supposed to specifically expose ourselves to the world.
That's a beautiful way of saying it. Thank you, Amanda.
You're welcome. Yeah, spirit likes to make me uncomfortable. It's all good. So the magic card. Magic is the natural outcome of spiritual energies in motion. The unicorns activate them all the time, so ask them to work with you to create magic in your life today. I expect magic today. So the happiness, excitement, and joy is going to start today, which there's only like half an hour left of in my time zone. So in half an hour, happy stuff's going to happen.
Yay.
Yay. And then the invisibility card. This card is guiding you to share your wisdom and light today. This is the time to speak your truth, and the unicorns will help you do so. It is safe to let people recognize me for who I truly am. Those are my 2 little messages.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna read mine, but I want to read Shannon's comment real quick. She said, "No, for reals though, it's like it's been hard to accept joy while everything else is falling apart. But if we don't accept it and bring joy, who will?" Shannon, that hit hard because I really feel that it's like it's so easy to say, well, everybody is experiencing all these heavy energies and, everybody else just gets to wake up and go through their day and be sad or grumpy. And, I'm the one holding the light. But the key that I've found is that everybody holds the light. Just not everybody's quite fully conscious of it, I think, is the big thing. And so that's why it's so important that we are able to continue spreading that joy because, we have the conscious awareness of the power that the joy holds. It's just reminding people of the joy that they have in their life as opposed to focusing in on all of the negative and hard stuff. But there's a balance between understanding and accepting and seeing what is happening around us and finding that drive and passion to make changes and move us forward as well. There's like this weird balance that we've been pulled into. And so
before you move on to your cards,
yes,
I have to address the question from new friend.
Okay.
Because that's not something that we can answer with the cards, but I'm being given guidance for that I'm being told needs to come before your message.
Go for it.
So it says, did anyone curse me before? Yes or no? So that's not the question that you should be asking, because it really doesn't matter if you've been cursed or not. What you need to ask within yourself is why you're feeling like you've been cursed, because that is something that you need to heal within yourself. Because when you're high vibration, people can throw all of the energy at you that they want to throw at you, and you'll notice it, but it won't really affect you in the way that it seems to be affecting you right now. So what I'm being told to guide you with right now is to go inside and figure out why it is that you're asking this question, and really look into what's going on within you so that you can heal whatever it is that needs to be healed and bring yourself up to a higher vibration so that people's energies will not be affecting you as strongly as they seem to be affecting you at the moment. If you do still want a card pull once Kristen's done, we will absolutely do one for you. That was just not a card pull question, but I was guided to give you advice from spirit as to how to address that, if that makes any sense to you.
Amanda, you answered that beautifully. Absolutely. Grounding as well. Papu, definitely try to find some good grounding practices as well while you go within and search on that. So, but yes, so beautiful, Amanda. Thank you. I love you, dear. All right, so to continue the collective readings, the card. So I pulled a few, and I'm gonna kind of just read them, and then I'll pick the ones that I want to read from the book for. But the first card that came out is the Tower in reverse, and so this is just telling us that we are coming out of these crazy energies. Everything's changing. The heavy downloads, the needing to sleep, the hermit mode. Definitely just really seeing that, that feeling like everything is falling apart and like you're not sure where to go or how to shine your light or, what exactly we need to do. Those energies that we've been experiencing, they are moving out. They are on their way out. But what's going to help bring those out is the ability to make a decision. And I think that's where it really gets focused on what exactly it is that we want to call in as we move forward. The energies are still going to be heavy as we move forward. They're just going to be more focused and allow us into a place of, okay, how do I say this? So it's like the reason why the energies are going to be heavy is because we're grounding in the intentions that we've been setting. And so we have to be able to be centered and grounded into the earth with those heavy energies. And so it's like trying to find that passion, the reason why you move forward. Taking those first few steps in the heavy is going to be hard, but then once you get that momentum moving, you're going to feel like a powerhouse moving forward because you're going to already have all this momentum that you've been building, working on, and you're anchoring it down into the 3D vessel and moving forward with it. And so just understanding that, it's going to be a little bit heavy, but once you make that decision moving forward and you allow yourself to flow into the spaces that you've been calling in for yourself, that you're going to want to be really, sorry, I guess I should say the card, sorry, Judgment, that's what this card is. So the Judgment card, and then the King of Wands, which in this deck is really beautiful. It's represented by this like beautiful figure holding this staff with just lions all around, major Leo energy, which I've been getting a lot of Leo energy lately. And so what right? Like, what is up, Leos? What are you guys up to right now? But wait, Leeza, are you a Leo?
I am
You
a
can't
Leo.
tell by your hair.
Leeza.
I'm a lion, Rar.
She's
Leos is the only sign where I can look at them and say you are 100% a Leo.
No, I love
Funny
it
because I feel like my brother is not. We're twins, so he's also a Leo. But like, I don't know. Anyway, keep going.
Leo tangents. No, but just really leaning into that fierce energy of, like, with these two cards combined, it's really saying make a decision and be confident in it. Make that decision and move forward and don't waver. Like, you really need to be clear right now. And it's coming through a little harsh, but it's really because this is important for you. This is what you've been working for. This is where you've been putting your energies into. Don't give up now. Now is not the time to give up. Just because the energies are heavy and things are hard, Spirit is saying, keep going, keep pushing forward, use the momentum that you have built. Sure, take the time you need, like respect the fact that you are coming out of the tower moment, which is like feeling like the whole world is falling apart and everything is, you know, dissolving around you. But this happened so that way you could rebuild and step into this energy, step into the places that you're holding for yourself. And so the card that came through on that is be present. And this is like the advice, okay? So I'm going to read the book for this one. And then I did want to read real quick, I guess, before I do which one did I want? Okay, I'm going to read just a little bit of the book on this one. This is the judgment card for the Shadowscapes companion deck. Release and renewal, absolution, the freshness of a new dawn, a new start, making a judgment, though it may be harsh and difficult to face, the necessity of hard choices. Face down those decisions, recognize the need and forgive, reawakening the mystery of birth and death, the voice of destiny summons you onward, hearing that undeniable call and being drawn to act upon it, knowing what must be done. And then in fluid flow, the King of Wands, he holds his staff aloft like a torch, a beacon of flame and light. Or perhaps he himself is that beacon, gleaming as he does with the fire that burns within his chest as a searing crown upon his brow. He lifts the fiery torch to illuminate the path and strides forward. The ground shifts and the denizens of the woods step back. The trees part before him, lifting their branches to make way for his passage. The environment shifts to his will and obeys his unspoken desires and commands. The King of Wands is charismatic. The force of his charm is irresistible, such that the very world seems to mold to his desires and bow to his will. He is a source of inspiration and bears his mantle of authority with an ease, as if it were born to it. In it is his natural element, burning bright within him, blazing in his blood, in his voice, in searing all that his gaze touches. He has a spirit of the lion within him, proud and fierce, dominant and unafraid to chase down what he desires. He springs forth into action with confidence, strength, and lithe grace of the great beast. He is bold and does not balk at taking chances or striking out upon a new risky path. Wow. Okay, so yeah, absolutely. Just knowing that, you know, you're really going to need to lean on that balance between the divine feminine and the divine masculine moving into these next steps, and understanding that that divine feminine energy is going to be what guides you through the flow, and that divine masculine energy is going to be what allows you to take action. And also I'm hearing that, you know, some of us might be on a path that's kind of hard to walk because we might be the first ones walking it, but walk proudly, walk with integrity, walk with confidence that you know you are exactly where you need to be, and allow yourself to move forward as you go with you're not looking back like at all. You are 100% looking forward, moving into what you desire, and knowing that yeah, you hold this confidence and this strength, and really supported by spirit as well. Just really knowing that you're fully supported by spirit. So I'm going to read the the Cosmic Dancer, the Be Present, card number 23, and then we'll move on. Anybody here that would like a personal reading, we'll move into those too, okay? So unless any of you guys had more collective, we can move. But card number 23, Be Present. And I just want to point out it's a beautiful, this position actually is very healing. So if you guys are into yoga or movement with your body, the position that the guy is standing in is kind of, oh gosh, I can't think of the name of it. Anybody? No? But anyways, it's just look at the picture and do what he's doing, and know that it feels really good and it's very releasing for your energy. Okay, that's the best I got on that. You are alive within the great field of unified consciousness.
Okay.
And this great field of unified consciousness is alive within you. You are not separate from this field. It is you and you are it. At the truest and most authentic level, everything is perfect as it is just now, just as everything is unfolding flawlessly and for ultimate benefit. To the linear human mind, this presents a paradox. If it is already perfect, why should you take constructive action or draw upon your power to change your situation for the better? To the divine mind, which you are inseparable, both can be true. It can all be perfect, and you can choose to create positive change. Your situation will immediately benefit when you come into true presence. This means accepting and allowing what is now in its entirety, including what takes place within and around you. Do not fight against it, and you do not tell stories about what it is, what it isn't, or what it shouldn't be. What thoughts or stories can you let go of to bring about a stronger feeling of peace? Breathe out the self-centered stress of your mental constructs and come into a simple, open-hearted, clear-minded presence. Within your bandwidth beyond the limited view of reality that your ego mind has constructed to make it feel safe. Dissolve your sense of separation into the unified field of pure potentiality. There is a beautiful phrase in Indian marital arts that translates as when the body becomes all eyes. Kala Ripayatu. This describes the state of hypersensitivity and acute awareness you can experience when you merge with the world so that each cell in your body becomes like an eye, perceiving all the pulsating points of potential that comprise this kaleidoscopic reality. To bring body, mind, and spirit together in the present moment, awareness, stand comfortably with your spine straight and your knees slightly bent, feet hip width apart. Take some deep breaths and then come into a comfortable, natural rhythm with your breath. With each palm flat, hold your fingers tightly together so your hands are like blades. While staring straight ahead, bring your left hand to hover a few inches in front of your belly. Keep a hand parallel to the earth with the palm facing up to the sky and the pinky side of your hand towards your belly button. Bring your right hand to hover in front of your heart center and sternum. Hold it perpendicular to the earth with your palm facing left and fingers pointing up towards the sky. Okay, that's just telling you how to do the position that's in the picture. Your presence is a gift not only to allow yourself but all other beings. It helps to bring everyone's awareness into resonance with the one awareness, also known as God Goddess. Step fully into the eternal now and become a clear reflection of the divine for others, a shining example of the cosmic dance. Which just fits perfect. Shannon, are you reading tonight? Because this is what you already
Yes, she's
said.
in the waiting room. She's in the waiting room right now.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. That's really funny. So yeah, that's exactly what Shannon was saying. Like, let's just all be our divine lights and shine, and others will shine with us. So you don't need to stress and worry about everybody else right now. Just be present with yourself. Be present in this now moment, and be center and still while being ready to take action. So, hi, Shannon. Oh my gosh, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Everybody's got perfect timing tonight.
So I did pull a card for Papu Das.
Wait,
Now that I
before
got
you
some
move
clarity
in,
on the question.
can we try doing that move? Like, I feel like,
yes.
yeah.
Um,
Anyone, like,
I'm not the best in the world at Dragon's Dance.
just like, okay.
It was like, okay.
I mean,
Mhm.
I'm just
Okay,
like,
feet
hold
width
on.
apart, feet hip width apart. I can't show you what I'm doing though. Knees slightly bent.
Like,
I'm also wearing a dress, people.
Slightly bent. You got it.
Okay, but guys, you have to have your feet and your knees at a 45-degree angle, not straight ahead.
Yes.
yeah.
Like this, for those of you.
Yes.
So feet hip width apart. Knees slightly bent. Hands prayer position at your heart center. And let's take a nice deep breath in. And release. It said something about moving your hands, but I would have to read the book. Let me read it while you guys stand in position. Oh my god, this is so perfect. Okay.
Love this.
Okay, let's do. Okay.
Sifu would be so proud that we're doing Qigong now.
While staring straight ahead, bring your left hand to hover a few inches in front of your belly. Keep the hand parallel to the earth with the palm facing up to the sky. Okay, so like this.
Oh, we're doing
Side and the pinky side of your hand towards your belly button.
Yeah.
Bring your right hand to hover in front of your heart center.
Yeah.
Hold it perpendicular. So with your palm facing up towards the sky.
Yeah, this is one of our
Hold this full body posture and breathe consciously. This is really funny that this book has so much qigong in it, and I'm just now like, thank you universe for consistently putting qigong. I will do it.
Yeah, but this is one of the warm-ups that Sifu teaches us.
Okay, go for it, Amanda. You got it. Lead it. I'm ready.
It's not exactly like this, but yeah. So you want to make it like a fluid movement. So when you're moving, breathe in and then breathe out. And you want to just move it like back and forth. I'm not doing it exactly right because I don't practice enough, but it's a very fluid movement. It's not exactly protecting the pearl, but pretty close to it. Because protecting the pearl, you have like this and then like this. This one is protecting the pearl. So this is a little bit different. I don't know what he calls this one.
Wow, that was amazing.
Thank you for that.
So much, Amanda, for helping us through that. And yes, that was beautiful. I feel empowered and centered. That was amazing. Awesome.
Yes, that's funny. So I said, Sifu would be so proud that we're doing Qigong during this. And then Alice said the same thing.
Yay. Good.
I'm totally certain that I did not do that correctly, but that's okay.
Yeah, start somewhere. Yes. We're not, we're just moving with spirit at the moment. So okay, Amanda, you said you pulled a card for Papu.
Yeah.
Go ahead. And then Shannon, we'll let you go next if you feel called.
Okay, so what I pulled for you is be bold and make the first move. So I know that you asked for a time frame. Generally, I've found that Spirit doesn't like to give time frames because we can only read the energy as it is in this current moment. So if you make the slightest little change in your life, the energy is completely different and your future timeline has completely changed. So it's very, very, very difficult to give future readings. However, the advice that this is giving you is that you're being passive right now and waiting for an opportunity to just kind of say, hi, we would like to hire you. Spirit is telling you to stop being passive and put a plan into action. So be bold, go out there, put yourself out there, make right choices, make wrong choices, just go out and actively try to find this. Even if you've been doing this already, Spirit is saying that now is the time that you need to put yourself out there and work hard towards this. And that is how this opportunity is going to come to you faster. The longer that you sit back and wait for it, the longer it's going to take to come. It will come eventually because everything that's meant to be yours will eventually find you. But the more that you actually put the effort towards it right now, the faster it's going to show up. So the timing's all up to you and the work that you want to put into it.
Kristen, are you talking? Because you're muted.
Maybe. I might have been, but it's okay. Thank you, Shannon. Would you like to pull a card? Beautiful.
I would love to hop into this conversation. Y'all got me fired up. I was painting and I was like, I'm just going to tune in tonight. And then it was just feeling too many feels to not hop in and, you know, just connect on all of the things you said. And then you called me out. You were like, where's the Leo? And I was like, well, Leeza's a Leo, but I think you're talking about me because I've been out here like, I've been kind of frustrated at the world. And I pulled some cards and they went with this morning during your meditation this morning too, Amanda. So I was like, all right, I got to hop in with my 2 cents because that's what I do. It's a Leo movie, you know? So I was like, but to say what I was going on about in the chat, you guys are so on point because right now there feels like there's about to be this shift that we all know that we deserve the freaking shift, but at the same time we're so empathetic that we're pushing away our abundance and our security because we're so afraid that if we show off that we're okay through all of this, we're okay through the chaos, we can find a way to survive, that others will be upset about it and they'll think that we're just fawning rather than thriving and actually like doing the work. You know, it's taken a lot of work for many of us to get here and to feel like we can, you know, survive through the chaos of this ridiculous year. We're literally on the year point now of when everyone started hearing about it. And that's kind of crazy. And I felt like I was in a portal when I hopped in and you all were doing the Qigong because it just reminded me of the OA. Y'all seen the OA where they're all doing the things? If you haven't seen the OA, you got to do it because she literally goes through this crazy episode and she teaches everybody Qigong to like time travel and to go to this like other dimension. That's without giving too many things away. There's like so much other stuff to it, but it was just like, wow, what a freaking year. And for some people, it feels like it hasn't been that long, but it has, guys. And it's crazy. And things don't seem like they're changing at all. But for those of us that are willing to accept that something is got to give here, this is kind of the break we've all been waiting for. We were all working ourselves to pieces. And now there's like this little bit of a break in the collective chaos, but the media and everything is trying to distract us and keep us from accepting the joy that so many of us wished for, this ability to, you know, get new jobs, to work from home, to have the kids at home, to be with these people, or to, you know, see somebody's true colors through all the chaos and break away from it. And it's just, why are we so freaking afraid to accept our joy? And if we don't do it, who is? And are we going to stay in this depression forever?
Alice is losing her mind over what we said, by the way.
Like, we have to do something. And I do have cards, so I'll quit kind of like free form channeling here, but that was my Leo 2 cents of like, guys, we've got to shine. We're so afraid of being us and coming out, as you've said, Amanda, like, if we don't do it, no one will. And there's like that Marianne Williamson quote that I love, and I chime in with it during paradigm shift things all the time, but like, you know, it's a bigger burden for us to not shine our lights because it makes it a darker space. And I've been kind of forgetting that too, because it's like, again, at that empathy feel where it's just like, why are so many people around me sad when I just want to be happy? And am I doing the right thing by wanting to be happy? Like, because then you get pegged as this like spiritual, positive, always person, and they're not seeing the real reality. And it's like, no, guys, it's completely crashing around me. But there's something around that's just saying that this is all for a reason. And yeah, I've been that little girl my whole Leo life being like, everything happens for a reason. Literally, everything bad is happening for a reason. I don't know why yet, but I feel like I'm about to know why. Like,
literally, you are taking thoughts from my brain and just, I love you right now.
Well,
like,
that falls in with the conversation that me and you were having earlier too.
It's just
with like the
Oh,
auras
yeah.
and everything.
Yeah, we were talking about auras and things like that too. It's just like, if we don't do it, guys, who's going to? So real quick, I do have cards. So you guys have a couple of the decks I had, so I grabbed one I hadn't seen yet. Have you guys used the Sacred Rebels yet?
No.
All right, it's a pretty one. So first I got the card that is the back, and when that happens to me, that usually is like super trippy because it's like, there's a reason I grabbed this deck specifically, you know? So the first one says Beyond the Mind's Heart. And it's this real beautiful DNA card, and how we're like reprogramming our DNA and activating our gifts. And it talks about the chaos of modern life and the constant fluctuations of our mind, and how it's difficult to remember that a sublime sanctuary lies within us all. It's always there, and beneath the ceaseless activity, there's an endless vast spaciousness that restores and connects us to something greater, something that exists outside of time that some might call the eternity. But with that sanctuary, the sacred sound is felt rather than heard, and the sacred sound is actually the reverberating heartbeat of the entire universe, making a huge collective shift. Your own heart's rhythm sounds within the greater universal heartbeat in the totality of life, and all of your being can be felt as one through listening to and feeling for the sacred sound of that heartbeat of the collective, so that it can experience more love rather than its preference for attachments. So this love is what inspires and energizes and moves us all to create beyond what we once thought was possible. And your love for life and the need to feel alive and express yourself, and the quest for that which is truly fulfilling, which just kind of connects to all of the cards you've already pulled. But these are the sacred urges that the rebels are here for. We're here to no longer fear, but to instead promote the passion for being alive, just to be alive and to witness life, even in its chaos. It flows through your bloods if you're hearing this message, and it can be felt through the beating of your own heart, because this message was for you. There's a way of the mind which can make mountains out of molehills, even if it thinks that the turning the mountains into molehills will do anything better. But then there's this way of the heart. It's the subterranean that moves subtly between the possible obstacles, intelligently shifting with exquisite sensitivity and sensing the way forward through dangerous pathways, and responding to what is before it even occurs in the physical world. However, with the heart's intelligence, we cannot see and know in the same way that we do when we allow the mind to just direct us, and we have to be open to another way if we want to benefit from the innate intelligence of the heart. So I could keep going. This one's pretty long, but I just thought it was so wild how it rounded up everything you guys were saying. And the fact that we've got to stop hiding. We've just got to stop hiding and follow that rhythm in our heart. And then the next one that came, and I'll try to keep them short because I know there's other people, but this one said the new birth of the guarded vigilante, because we're all the guarded vigilantes that want to shine our light and to show our creative process in every birth and every opening of the new cycles, because that's the best time for vulnerability, and it's the natural and appropriate response. So this is pretty cool because there's been so many meditations in the paradigm shift community recently about seeds and planting, and I know you do them a lot too, Kristen. And this card is just this beautiful woman with this butterfly. We've been doing a lot of butterfly metamorphosing, and just the seed is growing up from her root chakra. And so many of us were having root and sacral issues this past week. And it says that the vulnerability is natural and appropriate, and that it will be coming steady on its legs. So to get steady on its legs, it talks about going through a process of basically Qigong and how to use the energy to spread your roots in a deeper way, so that when you're being a vigilante, you're very rooted, and your kindness and interests will be birthed from the mother of the earth. So basically it says if this oracle's come, you're here as a messenger to defend the end and the worthwhile, and to remind others how to feel. So that feeling of joy we've been talking about. And that it's alerting us to the fact that we are nurturing these current ideas. And if we haven't already accepted it, that our biggest importance is to follow our passion and find what that joy is, and to release ourselves of fear and destructive energy, because it's natural to come into us. And when the collective feels fear, everybody wants to feel fear, but there has to be a group of people that rise up. You know, like when you put a whole bunch of seeds in the ground, not every seed sprouts. Some will sprout first, and then some will sprout years later, and you completely forget that you even planted the seed. But because the other ones planted and rose, they fertilize the soil for everybody else. And it's such a powerful thing to be that kind of seed, to sprout when nobody else wants to sprout through the darkness. And then the last one is bring it into form, which is these like beautiful feet running on freaking like sacred geometry, fairy portals. And we're going through this portal of bringing it into form. It says, beautiful dreamer, you can imagine the worlds of light. You've seen them, you've dreamed them, and you know of how many possibilities are out there for you. And now it is time to bring those possibilities of light into the world, because they need more than just ideas here. They need to live and to manifest and to see that into action before others will take their form. So be the form, because the world needs not only your dreams, as beautiful as they are, but also your creations and the deep work of presence. You get to be the one at the desk and the easel and the computer, and you take for granted that you have the ability to work as a beautiful dreamer. So don't just dream, make sure that you create. That's been a powerful one for me, guys. That's why I've kind of dipped out of social, unless it's like creation, because there has to be somebody who creates. So many artists and creators and beautiful thinkers have stopped and immobilized themselves in fear, thinking that their art isn't worth it anymore. And that's not what we need right now. That's not. Like, that's why there's Renaissance periods, and the great thinkers come from these times of deep, dark depression, is somebody has to be that light. And then it says, if you've been thinking about writing a book, a painting, a picture, or acting, or any sort of inspiration or idea, then this is a sign that this is your yes. Don't hesitate, just do it. Maybe not start a new project, as you guys said before, but finish something you've been dreaming about, because you've been given this time for that reason. We have so many ideas and we just say, oh, I'm working. Oh, I'm going through a breakup. Oh, I'm having a kid. Oh, you got to figure out a time to bring the dream to life. And I thought that was such a powerful message. It says, do it now. So if you need a permission slip, I'm giving you the permission slip to do the thing now. This is your Leo permission slip. So I could keep going, but I feel like I can drop my mic there and be good.
Thank you, Shannon. I was the one needing the permission slip, so I appreciate
And apparently
you.
so was I, so I'm crying now.
Got it. I can print them off for you if you need them.
Passing them around. No, that was beautiful.
Oh,
Thank you so
oh.
much, Shannon.
Thanks for letting me pop in here and just randomly drop that, because
No.
it felt so needed.
Love it. No, absolutely.
So I mentioned somewhere that I had something I was supposed to be held accountable for, and I completely forgot what it was. And then this just like brought that back, that the thing I'm being held accountable for is my not so secret project that I've been trying to start. And so this was Spirit telling me through you that I need to get on that.
Absolutely. You know, it's funny because I've gotten to a place where it's like I need to take that next step, and it's having that drive, that energy, Shannon, that you're talking about, where it's like really we're being called into this place of if you feel called to do it, do it. Now is the time to take action. You are the one to do it. You can't sit around and wait for the next person to lead the way, because you are the leader. You are the one paving the way. And so to feel that love and that comfort, which it's 11:11 my time right now. So just to know that like you are always supported. You're not walking the path alone. You're not paving alone, but your steps are going to be the most important ones to be able to drive that forward. And so just to kind of go into flow with Shannon's channeled amazingness there. I'm not going to read the book on these. I'm just going to flow with it. But be magnetized. Whoa, wait, I can't see myself. Hold on. There's the camera. Be magnetized, which this card just shows, like really flow into that passion. Allow yourself to do whatever it is that calls to your soul. If that's dancing, then dance. If it's painting, then paint. If it's starting a podcast, start a podcast. If it's talking about the things that are on your heart, or writing poetry, or reading a book, or whatever it is that drives your passion, whatever it is that moves you forward, you're being called into the space of doing that now. And as you move forward, being authentic with yourself, being authentic with your actions, understanding that whenever you flow your energy into the places of what is authentic and true to your soul, this is going to be able to propel you forward into that abundance that you're searching for. And it's not going to feel like work. It's not going to be like, oh, I have to show up today. I have to be authentic. I have to show, all this energy. You're going to want to show up, and you're going to want to do the things because you're doing the things that make you happy. You're doing the things that make your soul sing. And so that's why it's so important to stay authentic with it, because you're not doing it to please other people. You're not doing it to make somebody else happy. You're doing it to make yourself happy, which in turn produces this amazing energy, which does actually make other people happy. And so, understanding that when you use your ability to sparkle and shine, how you bring out the light in other people's lives, and how you have the opportunity right now in this now moment to utilize the love and the energy and the light that you have to shine and ignite the light in others who maybe aren't seeing the light right now, the people who might not be seeing the beautiful things, or the passions, what maybe they've forgotten their passions, or like Shannon was saying, maybe they just decided somewhere along the lines that their passions weren't good enough or weren't appropriate or they weren't connected with them. And so knowing that whenever you show up and you shine your light and you allow yourself to connect with what is true to your heart, you give other people the opportunity to do the same, which is probably the greatest gift you can give somebody, to allow them to see the divine within themselves by seeing it in you. And I'm just gonna keep going because it's really funny how these cards flow together. But it's creating space, and whatever sacred space looks like for you, that can be a safe space for people to just come together and talk. That could be, being able to paint or dance, or holding a Zoom call where everybody just acts goofy and throws pillows or whatever, like whatever that may be for you, but understanding that you have the ability in this now moment to hold sacred space for yourself. It doesn't have to wait for tomorrow. It doesn't have to wait for that permission slip. It doesn't have to wait. It can start right now, and allowing yourself to flow into that creative passion, holding play, allowing yourself to commit, being a channel for the divine, connecting with your body, really allowing yourself to balance your energies. Because as we move forward into the places that we are propelling ourselves into, as we lead the way, as we move, we are going to want to make sure that we stay centered and grounded and focused on our energy. So if you practice Qigong or yoga or whatever form of movement you do utilize, that's going to be really important moving forward, because that's going to be how you bring your energy back to you. Because, if you're shining your light, it's easy to feel like I'm shining my light, I'm out here doing all these things, and you don't want to exhaust yourself. You don't want to get to a place where you shine your light so much that you don't feel like you have any light left to shine. And so just understanding that, listening to your body and allowing yourself to be in alignment with whatever it is that you need to in that now moment is what's going to be what's best for yourself in propelling yourself forward and filling your joy and helping shine. So
Can I say something on that real quick?
which one?
The one you just had. So the not burning yourself out, the big message I've been getting is, if you're going to do the thing, guys, do it most importantly for you before the community. Because if you don't do it for you first, you're going to burn yourself dry. And you just got to find that joy for you and not necessarily try to force it upon everybody else.
Yes, and that's the secret. Like, that's the trick, is that whenever you feel your joy, whenever you actually do the things that make your heart happy and make your heart sing, you are helping make other people happy. And I'll just give an example. So for myself, I learned Reiki this past year. I am one click away from having my master's certification, and it has brought me so much joy in my life that I have been able to go and share with the people around me. And being able to do this has brought me so much joy that my family, who knows very little about energy work or spiritual healing or just energy in general, they have fallen in love with it, and now they find joy in just watching me do it. Just seeing me in my joy brings them joy, and it has actually encouraged them to start meditating and working with their own energy. My mom asked me the other day if she could learn Reiki, and I said, yes, absolutely, you can learn Reiki, you can do this. And so, if I hadn't have stepped into my own, space of happiness and doing what brings my own soul joy, they may not have seen that ability in their own selves, because they weren't introduced to it without having me in their life. And so just knowing that whenever you fill your own cup, you really do give that opportunity to fill others, because it's about the energy that you emit. It's about the energy that you share whenever you are in your joy, whenever you are in your absolute, like, pure soul self. You emit this light that is just invasive to anything that is not of pure joy. This is the best way for me to describe it. So yeah, beautiful card. Also reminds me of Moana.
Yeah, I see that.
Um,
Oh, sorry.
no, that's okay. We did have another question when you guys are done with the general that you're doing right now. From Jenna. I let her know that once we were done this round, then someone would grab her.
Was Jenna asking about the relationship? Because I did pull cards for that. We were on a roll, and I really wanted to go.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring that to your attention.
just have one more quick, just quick.
Yeah.
Yes. No, it doesn't have to be quick. I'm not. We're all just.
There's no rush. I just wanted to let you guys know before someone pulled more cards.
Yeah. So the first card I pulled, they're from two different decks, is children. Know that your children are safe. And what I'm getting from this card is not, it could be your physical children, but also like your inner child, and like is safe, and you're connecting with them, they're here for you, and you're like, I'm just like picturing like this tiger that you are is holding your inner child and securing it out of that flower, and to surrender to divine timing, surrender to your highest power, surrender to all that you are, because like you're protected and you're okay. And through this time, and through all of this that is being thrown at you, maybe at this time, you are okay, and you're more than okay. You are this light, you are holding this light, and you are this light, and it's getting brought to you, and you're bringing it back into the world. So that was it.
Leeza, that was so beautiful. I love that. You are holding the light and you are the light.
Actually, the children one I've been getting a lot lately, mostly with the kids being on the podcasts a lot, and the situation, yeah, and the situation with my ex, just not really worrying, but kind of preparing myself for if something were to come. So I constantly keep getting that message of they're safe.
Good. Keeping yourself open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So break real quick and we'll answer Jenna's question regarding what will happen this year with her connection with Caleb, Virgo, and Libra. Okay, so what I pulled for you, my love, is the Four of Summer, which speaks about being distracted with the less contented parts of life. So allowing yourself to be distracted from anything beautiful that's happening and focusing on the things that have kind of hurt you or worried you in the past. And so when it comes to this relationship, this is kind of the energies that you guys have been sitting in. But where you're moving forward to is the World, card number 21, which is really, really beautiful. So this speaks to the opportunity for things to go in any direction that you desire them to go. And so really just focusing in on what you desire within your heart and what you would like to see for this relationship and going in that direction and understanding that you have the freedom to do this, okay? And then also understanding too that the pain of the past is over. Everything that you've gone through with this situation, every day is a brand new day, and every step you take forward is stepping away from the pain of the past. And so understanding that as you move forward into these new opportunities that you can create for yourself, that you have to be able to release that pain of the past in order to give it a new, fresh start, if that's what you are truly desiring. And so Spirit is asking you to, you also got card number 12, which is awakening. Change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in action. So what Spirit's saying right now is for you to just take a moment, pause, reflect on the relationship, reflect on where you've been, allow yourself to feel the pain of the past so that way you can heal from it and truly release it, and then evaluate this relationship. Is this really what you want moving forward? Is this going to fill your desires? Is this going to support you and, be the things that you truly wish to align with within a relationship? And if the answer is yes, then go for it, move in that direction. And if the answer is no, allow yourself to be honest with yourself and say, you know what, this isn't the best option for me. This isn't really actually what I wanted. I think maybe I was just kind of fantasizing the past, and allowing yourself to move into whatever space that you call forward for yourself, but really being honest with yourself moving forward and knowing that you really do have the possibility. Like it's definitely an option for you. If this is what you desire, you can move forward, but Spirit's just asking you to, really take a minute and pause and reflect before you do that and allow yourself to feel the pain. I feel like there's a lot of pain in this relationship that you've kind of you've thought about, you've spent plenty of time, remembering it, but you haven't really stopped to give yourself the time to feel it. And so just allow yourself whatever amount of time is appropriate for you to really just be able to feel these emotions, so that way you can truly release them. And although that was a message directly for Jenna, I really feel like that's appropriate for us too, because it's like, as we step into our power, as we step into, filling our desires and doing whatever it is that our soul calls us to do, we have to allow ourselves to release that pain, because, the journey has been tough. The journey has been hard. There has been so many moments where we have learned lots of lessons, plenty and plenty of lessons, but we have to realize that those lessons have made us stronger, and they have made us more wise, and they have brought us these beautiful connections, and where would we be without those amazing lessons? And so holding gratitude and allowing yourself to hold space. If you've got some emotions that you haven't quite addressed yet, allow yourself to hold space for that and release those.
I also pulled a card for Jenna. I got two separate messages here. So I got one specifically for Jenna, I was told, and then I got one for the collective. So this one's for Jenna. It's my chop wood card. So the message on that one is, nothing is as important right now as just doing what you need to do day to day. Let your heart remember that not everything has to be hard-won, passionate, or even obviously meaningful. Relationships and friendships go through lulls when the everyday tasks are at the center of awareness. That is perfect now. Hold hands, wash dishes, make a fire, read a book, share a meal, say nothing, stare into space, pick up socks, tell a dumb joke, leave space to breathe. The work of your relationship right now is very simple. Just be present. Funny how all it takes is to just be. All is well, really. So exactly what you just said. You really need to be focused on you more so right now, and just day-to-day stuff, and not really worry about the relationship. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If not, there's something greater coming in for you. But right now is more about just getting yourself centered again, is the message that I'm getting for you. And then apparently we're supposed to do collective again before we grab the next person, because I got the two separate messages. So for all of us, I got Yang, which is the divine masculine. So still relationship messages. Breathe. And imagine, which I've never pulled up before. I like this one because it's got the moon and clouds, and it's just the sky, and it's a very, very pretty card. So, divine masculine hopping in to say hi, which is always fun.
I'm not surprised.
So, circumstances are supporting action on your part. It's okay to make the first move. Trust that you will quickly know where you stand. In matters of the heart, there is movement towards your highest good. So go forth with assurance. Passion's in the air, and now's the time to dance to the tune of love. Take the lead. And then breathe. Don't be in too much of a hurry right now. The heart needs time to open, so we're supposed to take action, but not quickly. Take a breath, let nature take its course. Release constriction and anxiety, for there's no need for tension. Savor the moment, and the waiting won't prove difficult. Your heart knows what the ego often resists learning. Patience pays off in deep and meaningful ways. Again, with the patience.
I would love to pull some clarity on this action but stillness because that's a message that has been coming through a lot, is about we need to take action, but be still. Right now,
Yeah.
be still, but be ready. So
Well, I have the one more card.
So often.
Yeah, I have the one more card, but definitely, because we definitely need clarity on the move, just not yet. So in matters of the heart, it's easy to daydream about another as a means of connecting to that person. Well, that's romantic. If you want this relationship to yeah. If you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it, not just dream about it. Now's the time to move beyond the daydream and into reality, beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are about relating. So step out onto the dance floor where imagination partners with manifestation. The message of this card is that a person with a tribute you have imagined will enter your life. He already has, but that's besides the point. You'll be changed for the better. Imagine that. Not happy with you right now, Spirit.
I have a message that really relates to that. So we got 3 of Swords, Death, and the High Priestess. And I just, heartbreak and isn't always someone breaking your heart, but also could be you breaking your heart, and certain things that have come into your life that have broke your heart in certain ways, and it feels like it's being pulled in so many different directions, and it feels like you're just being torn apart. But the good news is that there's a star. Just look at that beautiful light that's coming out from the darkness, and we are heading into a new age where we are some badass bitches. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, we are some badass mofos over here, and we are ending this cycle of torment and this ripping and breaking, and that's gone. We've killed it, and we are beautiful, divine beings. So that was my message from the feminine.
I love it. I love it. The feminine strikes back.
Yeah, because the masculine's very freaking confused, and I've had enough of it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. So I want to respect Maria. Today is Maria's birthday. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And she did ask for a pull, so I just did a little pull for her. And then Shannon, I don't know if you would like to go next, but I'd love to pass the talking stick back over to you.
Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting, but I keep getting pulled to answer things that do not need cards.
Yes.
So one was asking in reference to what Leeza previously mentioned about the inner child feeling safe. What do I do when I feel unsafe? So meditation is my answer to that. You need to go deep within. You need to talk to that inner child. You need to find out what that inner child needs. Specifically ask your inner child, what do you need to feel safe? And then do that. So there's a bunch of different meditations that you can do. Kristen, have you put any of yours on YouTube?
I do have I have a really good inner child healing meditation, but it's mixed in with the team meditations. I'm working on getting them, but it is on my playlist. So, Juan, if you go to my playlist section here on my channel, it's the Fairy House Inner Child Healing Meditation.
I highly recommend it. It's really, really good. But you specifically need to have a chat with your inner child and specifically ask, what do you need to feel safe? Your inner child will tell you. I can absolutely guarantee it because we've had many conversations. And just be open to listen to whatever the answer is.
That was beautiful, Amanda. Yes, inner child healing is so important. And just you'll be surprised too how much just holding space for your inner child, and then, they feel loved and supported, and then they're like, okay, and then it's okay to feel safe. And too, I feel called to chime in too that like feeling safe, just providing spaces for yourself that feel safe. So whatever that looks like for you, and asking yourself that as well. So combine, like kind of finding a combination between the two. But awesome. But yes, I'm trying to think. I feel like there's another way to work with inner child that doesn't involve meditation, but it's not coming to me right now.
I feel like you can journal. Something I do all the time is I will literally, like, I'll stare at myself in the mirror and just have a full-blown conversation with myself, and like I'll look at myself as if I am that inner child, and I see that inner child in the mirror, and I just like kind of like I'll dance around and just kind of feel that silliness inside of me, and then that's how I sort of look at my inner child, and then I'm able to talk to her and be like, hey, like, what's going on? And that kind of for me is what helps. So if you've never tried it, try talking to yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, exactly. It's just all about opening up that conversation to find out exactly what's needed.
Write letters to my younger self sometimes and like remember very specific situations, and I'm like, okay, what would I wanted somebody to say to me then that would have made me stronger now? And I'll write it, and honestly, like sometimes I'll be having a really crappy day in the now, and I'll find it, I'll be like, oh, I wrote my future self a message too, this is great. Like write yourself on like a note, and then honestly you can like sit there for a second and let your inner child write back, like what would you have said if somebody awesome would have said those things to you. Try to be who you needed when you were younger and step into that. And also dancing, like
dancing. Yes.
Dancing. You did a dance this morning, Amanda, and I was in it. Y'all baby sharked me into action this morning.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Kelly's dance party yesterday, or what day? Wednesday, I think. I don't know. Like I don't remember what day Cosmic Kelly's, but hers was great. We had with the deer meditation, and then she ended it with like some really funky grooves, and it was really great.
Oh, that must have been Thursday because I missed it.
Thursday. Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Dancing is so healing. Or just playing too, like allowing yourself to play. Like I blew bubbles the other day for the first time in a long time, and it was so healing. So yeah, just allowing yourself to try new things too. Beautiful. Love
So
it.
after your birthday reading, I might have some cards that might touch on that more too. So, but I want to give this birthday girl a reading.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. So Maria, your birthday message is really beautiful. So I'm going to start. I'll read the first card and then I'll channel the rest of it for you. But the first card you got is the Ace of Cups, my dear. It is the initial drop of water that falls upon the glass smooth surface of a lake. There is an almost imperceptible ripple that starts to spread in expanding rings. It is in the shrug of a tiny earthquake that sends a shudder up through the ocean waters to accumulate in crashing waves upon a distant shore. It is the first stirring of emotion, the compassion and love of intimacy and attunement. This tiny drop of potential that will join into a river of all the other mingled droplets from humanity. They all trickle together to flow into one vast sea of swirling emotions. The still surface of water in the suit of cups is like a scrying mirror. Delve into those crystalline depths. Heed the twinges of intuition, and then raise the glass and drink deeply. This grail shines with a light of understanding and inner knowledge. These are the guardians of the cups, the denizens of the deep, the fish of the ancient spirits of the sea. They swim with the fluid grace through the ocean's depths, living in the dance of eternal motion. The waxing and waning of the moon pulls the tides and currents of the sea to swell and ebb, and this rhythm is felt thumbing through the blood of all who dwell in the ocean's embrace. So you got the Ace of Cups, the Magician, and the Ace of Wands, which is really speaking to me, telling me that you are going through an emotional time, and it really feels like beautiful emotions, very strong, powerful, whatever it is that you're flowing into, it's going to bring you a lot of happiness and joy. But the thing is, as you move forward, you have to see your ability to create. You have to see the magic that you hold as you move forward, and knowing that you have everything you need to be able to create the outcome you desire. And just knowing that flowing with those emotions that come forward with you are going to be what align you with your truest desires, and allowing yourself to take the action that you need in order to achieve that goal, and allowing yourself to not let anybody else keep you from that. Don't back down. Don't let anybody step into your space and say it's going to be too hard, or there's too many complications, or well, how are you going to manage this or that? Don't let those words of others keep you from standing up for what you know is going to bring you emotional fulfillment and magic into your life. Okay, beautiful. So just know Spirit's letting you know that you have got a emotional time. I know normally you ask for timeline readings, so I think that's why Spirit's coming through. Just letting you know that, like, here coming up, you've got some emotional changes that are going to be coming, but they're really beautiful emotions. They're really powerful, and I think it's going to be a really magical time of life for you, my love. Just know that as you step further into your magician space of knowing that you truly do hold the magic within you to just be able to create all that you desire in your life, and not allowing others to keep you from that, you're going to be feeling a lot of relief and self-worth coming through on that as well. So yeah, that's what I got for you. Okay, Shannon, did you feel called to move with your, I would love the inner child healing cards as well, like super excited about that.
Kind of a whole thing. Can you hear this really loud noise behind me though? Because if so, I'll wait. Am I hard to hear?
You're good.
You can hear it?
Yeah, you're good. I can hear the noise, but you're louder, so you're good.
Okay, because it's like my water pump. Sela was like, I'm gonna get a bath in the middle, and I'm like, but the water. Okay. So, all right, I got some beautiful cards for the collective, and I think it feeds off of what you were saying. There we go, it's off. Whew. Water elemental. It's funny because one of these cards is about elementals. So, but the first card I want to read is about the truth, and we've been talking about authentic truth and accepting that a lot through this whole kind of discussion. And this card is really beautiful. It's from the Secret Language of Light deck, and it's like this big light orb, like portal. And it says that the truth will set you free as long as you recognize that there's more than one truth, and that the answers that you seek are beyond the beliefs that you hold now, and it's okay to flow, because there's many truths in this world and you don't have to believe them all, but just focus on and put your energy towards what resonates the most with you. If you must convince yourself of your beliefs, they are not your truth. Your truth will always find a way to fulfill and satisfy that unconditional love, meaning conditions don't have to change for you to live and feel your truth and to thrive. There's no right or wrong, but there is a cause and effect or action or reaction. So master yourself and not someone else's processes. So when you change your beliefs, your life changes to match it. And to do this, you must be aware of how you feel first and practice focusing on what makes your own heart sing and not shrink, so that when you align with your truth, you will flow and feel excited and believe in an authentic life that is possible. So if it's not your truth to accept this life, you'll resist it and find it hard to commit, and you'll feel indecisive. So the fact that we feel so indecisive about what we want to do is because we're trying to fight and stay in this lower dimension with all the other energies when we're feeling that push out of the nest to fly. So that brought me to this other deck that I was like, I have to run across the room and grab this while you were reading earlier, Kristen, because this is actually like the Beyond Lumeria deck, and it's a Starseed messenger, and it's got some really beautiful art in it. But the first card that came out is Transformation, and it's this beautiful goddess. Yeah, right? These cards are amazing. Let me find it in the book because what I read earlier was so on point. All right, so it says, and if my noises behind me get too loud, holler. But this says, this kind of goes with this inner child. It says that the self-nurturing is what's needed to go on within this time, especially if you're feeling extra alone and abandoned. It's really important to be present with those feelings and cocoon yourself in only so far so that you can still stretch your wings. Because before the butterfly becomes, they have to kind of turn into that complete goo and feel that embrace of the cocoon before they can stretch their wings and fly. So this card's art apparently started with the name of the artist needed a hug, so she painted one. And during the creation process, the image went profound transformation that paralleled the journey within themselves. So part of the reason I said the inner child is you can give yourself a hug, and because we can't have as much intimate touch right now, that is so powerful to give yourself that kind of connection and to connect with the people in your circle that you can have that kind of connection with. It's so, so powerful, which usually are the children that are most willing to be like, hey, do you need a hug right now? Like, do you need a hug? So it says, feel whatever you need to feel. It may be hard to be present with some parts of yourself, but bring that into the cocoon of gentle self-love and reflection and allow the insight to come so that you can release the shadows from your heart space. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to accept what you're holding on to. And it's also okay to laugh and be hilarious and ironic and see the divine perfection of all of it, which is so powerful and what this community has been all about for me. So the next card is the elemental, the starseed elemental, actually, which the first line of this card says, remember that children are our teachers. Look how cool these cards are. These are so freaking colorful and powerful. I wish you could see the full-on colors. But children are our teachers. Fun, light-heartedness, joy, laughter, and newly incarnated souls is what we need more of right now because it helps bring out the child within and maintaining an inquisitive perspective, the wonder, and the imagination. So if you're trying to adapt or connect with your inner child, do something just silly or curious. Like they're so curious and so just willing to be like, tell me about how many miles it is to X amount of place. I want to know about this thing. How deep is it here? Like they have so many questions and they want to explore them. And as adults, we're just like, it just is because it is. And it's like, no, take the time to be inquisitive and curious and playful and learn fun new things. Because when you stop learning, you stop growing and expanding and you lose that curiosity of being a child and having wonder. You just accept what is around you. There's no fun in that. That's not fun. Your inner child doesn't want that. So it says sometimes adulting can become way too serious. Yes. When this happens, it's important to bring the childlike, lighthearted sense of play into your perspective and be the most productive. It can be the most productive way to rebalance by just facing the challenging circumstances with inquisitiveness. What a word. It can bring joy to whatever you're accomplishing. And imagine stepping into a child's shoes and seeing how they would perceive the situation or the world that you're in right now. And if you have a problem, consider how would a child solve it? How would they work through it? So if you're trying to connect with your inner child, just be like, well, what would I have done as a kid if nobody would have told me no? And it says, right now, powerful souls are incarnating on the earth to help with this progression of the planet. If you're listening, it's probably you. All kids are special, but some have different or unique needs or abilities that they're more willing to explore. So again, it goes back to what Kristen was saying, is we all have the light, but if you're not willing to explore your light, what's the point of having it? Because you're not going to be very bright. You're just going to be like a little dim light somewhere. You want to explore and shine bright. To bring that sense of play and lightness and spontaneity into your life. All right, so I'm going to skip forward to this high chakra card because it's also a good one. Because it goes back to what I said earlier. It's all about ecstatic bliss. And it's like this phoenix looking energy. And it says divine love is coming. Selflessness is key. Spiritual compassion and oneness through the heart-centered bliss is what's going to help give us the healing gratitude of dharma, patience, and joy. It's tapping into the blissful oneness that we feel as we drop away our edges and our protective containers and step into the lights that we deserve. Because this is the place where we need to be most held and seen. Enough to flow into our own oneness as the eternal part of us all meets the internal part of each other. So this is the selfless state where you just be. You be in your joy and you illuminate that perspective by sharing your own gifts and joyful overflows. And it says, consider your life purpose as just exploring that which gives you joy. If you're looking for a life purpose right now, it's really just to be joy. I once did a card reading for somebody and I asked them what they wanted. And they said, I don't know. I said, well, what would bring you joy? And they said, well, how do I know joy is what I want? And I was baffled. I had never had somebody say they didn't want joy. They just wanted contentment because they didn't think joy was possible. And now I've worked with that person and reminded her, like, do you just want to be content or do you deserve to have joy? She didn't believe that she deserved the joy. She just thought that her whole purpose was to just be content. But now she plays music and she explores, and she got out of relationships that didn't serve her so that she could be a light, and she's now doing so for her kids too. So you have to find that joy in yourself and stop looking for a big purpose. Your purpose is joy. And that's something I'm saying out loud to remind myself that constantly. Freaking constantly, guys. Our purpose is joy. It's not to save the world, because we have to save our world first.
Shannon, can you put that card back up?
Yes.
How much does that artwork look exactly like the artwork for Sensual Intimacy?
Well, you know, it's funny. This is the second deck I've pulled the power card. It's the back of the deck again. That's like, tonight's just all the power cards, guys.
But like it's not an exact copy, but that looks almost identical to the artwork that Josh and Maddie made for Sensual Intimacy.
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm seeing it now. I don't know why I had to hear you say Josh's name in order to bring it in, but
Josh is the key to everything.
And Shannon, P.S. I almost bought that deck like 2 months ago, but then I ended up buying the Star Temple Oracle, which is a Pleiadian starseed deck. So I think it's really great that you have the Lumerian one, and I've got the Pleiadian.
But I almost got that one in 2 months ago when I got this deck. What?
So apparently I need that deck next because I'm Pleiadian.
No, this deck is seriously this card combination of book and cards and the artwork. It's incredible, especially if you connect with the Pleiades starseed or system in and of itself. There are signs and symbols that you could check for days in these. So
okay, so you'll have to send me the name of that one so I can look it up and buy it, because apparently I need that.
Yeah, it's like $22 on Amazon, I think. But yes, it's
awesome.
The Star Temple Oracle Guidebook. I don't know if you guys can see me because I can't see myself right now.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I almost got that one, but then I was on a blue and purple kick, and the Lumeria that got me.
And the artwork in that Lumeria deck is, oh my god, it's like they took the Alice in Wonderland themed ones, you know, that have like the really big cute eyes, but then they made it starseed like, so it's like magical.
Yeah. So who asked for?
Before we move on, I'm just
So who that wasn't your reading, that was a collective. I did pull cards for you, and what you're saying right now makes complete sense for what I pulled for you. So you asked. Sorry, I'm just jumping in because I saw her talking there.
I'm actually just gonna head out. But I love you guys so much, and this
love you, Leeza.
Meant so much. I love you. Mwah,
Love
mwah,
you, Leeza.
mwah.
Thank you for joining.
Bye. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull up what you asked here again. So you asked how he feels about you right now and his next actions. So I did specifically ask that question. I did not get an answer to that question because a lot of times, actually pretty much all the time, Spirit will not answer what you're asking. Spirit will answer what your soul actually wants to know, which we have discovered many times because I will ask questions and I only ever want to know one thing, and that hijacks every single one of my readings. So these are the 2 cards I got for you. There's openings, which says a new door is opening for you. And then never ending story. So I will read the messages for both of these. But the message that I'm getting for you is that things have come to an end with him. And you know that already. There is someone else out there for you. You need to stop focusing on him right now and focus on your healing. You need to let this go. You need to release this relationship and give yourself time to grieve and give yourself time to heal from this pain. As soon as you're able to do that, there is an amazing love out there waiting for you. You just need to let that person in. So for openings, it says the unicorns are offering you the key to a new opportunity. Your guidance is to be aware of what's being made available. If you cannot see it, take the key and create your own opportunities. And then for never-ending story, sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is. Right now, sorry, I always yawn when I'm saying something really important. So I do apologize for the yawning. It's just Spirit's way of letting me know to pay attention to what I'm saying right now. Right now, you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. So you need to pay attention to how you're speaking to yourself right now and the energy that you're putting into this, because you're very sorry, she's getting really emotional right now. You're very worthy of love. We're all worthy of love, but you need to feel that within yourself before that can come in for you. So it's really important to take time. It's really hard to talk when I'm channeling someone's emotions. You need to take that time and really go within and let yourself get over this. Do not try to get into this relationship. It's done. Do not try to get into another relationship. You need to spend time with yourself. So not only do you need to begin a new story, not yet, but you do need to eventually begin a new story. You need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Wow, this one's emotional. Have compassion for the parts of you that believe all of those narratives. None of them were ever true. I don't know what happened with him. She's so emotional right now. I don't know what happened with him or how he hurt you, but you deserve so much better. You'll find it. It's all gonna be okay. And I hope that helped you, because I can feel your pain right now. But you're gonna be okay. Yeah, I can see you talking. You're gonna be okay. Okay, it should be a no contact situation right now. Do not call him. Just let it go. Take care of yourself. Okay? This, as much as it hurts, this is over. You need to focus on you right now. And I can feel very strongly how hurt you are. You need to work through that pain, and you need to let him be. It's gone no contact for your protection. It's gone no contact so that you can find what you will be okay though. You need to take this time to work through this. You need to take the time to find that love within yourself. That's the important thing. You're at the beginning of your healing, but you need to work on you, and you need to find that love within yourself. That's the only way that you can find love outside of yourself. once you take the time and you actually, no, it's not easy at all. It's probably the hardest thing that you're ever going to go through. But once you take the time and you work through all of that healing, you're going to feel so much better. And once you're able to see how amazing you are, because I'm channeling you right now, I can tell you that you're so incredible. You're in so much pain, but you have such a beautiful heart. And it hurts, but it's okay that he's ignoring you. Let him ignore you. Don't wait for him. Don't wait for anyone ever. You are worth so much more than waiting on someone. You need to be with you right now. And I know this isn't the message that you wanted, it's the message that you need. You need to be with you. Don't worry about him anymore. Just let him go. Release him. There's cord releasing that you can do, which will help you a lot. You're not going to be interested in new love right now. You're very, very, very stuck on him. But that's why you need to take the time to heal, because he's not for you. And it's okay that he's not for you. What's important is you recognizing that you deserve so much more than what you've received so far. You're an absolutely amazing person, and you have so much love to give to somebody who deserves it. Most importantly, you have so much love to give for yourself once you're open to receiving it. Just take some time, spend some time with yourself, and take the time to really go within and heal all of this. Because this is a lot of pain that you're feeling right now, and you don't deserve any of it. You deserve to be happy, and you deserve to feel love, and you deserve to be loved. And that starts within you. So I'm really sorry for all the pain that you're going through right now, because it is a lot, but it will be better, I promise you. As soon as you take the time to spend some time with yourself and really work on this, and I promise you that it is going to be ridiculously hard. Shadow work is no joke. It is the hardest thing that I've ever been through. Facing yourself is the most difficult thing that you will ever do, because you're your biggest critic. But it's needed. Yeah, it's ridiculously painful. Don't stop. Go through it. Let yourself feel that pain. Let yourself work through all of this, because there's so much more light on the other side. I went through hell. I've gone through hell several times. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I've been through so much pain. I had 30 years of trauma, over 30 years of trauma to work through. That shadow work was not fun. I almost gave up several times. The only thing that kept me going was my 2 kids. So I fully understand how painful this is and how hard it is, but I can promise you it is worth it. It is very, very important to get through this. And there's someone so much better for you. I'm telling you right now, there's someone waiting for you to do all of your healing work. You will be okay. It's just this dark period that you need to go through first. But it will get better, I'm promising you.
Thank you, Amanda. That was really powerful. I appreciate you sharing that. And
Ooh.
Sahu, we send you so much love, and just know that you don't have to walk the healing path alone, okay? There are lots of opportunities for you to connect with others. We have many spaces within the places that we hold for people that are working through healing as well. So just know that you don't have to go through this alone, okay? Yeah, absolutely can relate with that, and knowing too that the pain of the release can be, at the time it can feel like the most hardest thing you could possibly do, and it's like you don't want to do it because releasing it means you have to accept that you're letting it go. But once you do allow that release to come, and you do see the worth that you hold, you're gonna be so happy in your own space, and not holding on to that pain that comes from waiting. The pain that comes from waiting is so heavy and so hard, that the pain that comes from working through that is a breath of fresh air. So I send you so much love, and just know that you are supported. Okay, sweet soul. I do feel called. Shannon said that she's going to be leaving here very soon, and I do think we should. I've got just a few messages to end us on, but in light of this beautiful conversation, I would love everybody just to kind of place your hands over your heart if you feel called in this now moment, and let's take a few breaths in together. So just allowing yourself to relax your shoulders and focus in on that beautiful green heart center. And we'll take a nice inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Breath in. And release. Breath in. And release. And on this last breath in, I invite you to imagine yourself breathing in peaceful, loving, calm energies. Breath in. And release. I am whole. I am loved. I am cherished. Beautiful. All right. I hope we're feeling a little bit more centered and calm and everything. So, Shannon, do you have any messages you wanted to share before we closed out tonight?
Thank you for that recentering. That was a lot of powerful emotion that needed to be processed for, I think, many people on different levels. It was a message that needed to come through in different ways. I just am grateful for you holding this space. And my message to leave everyone else off with is to just also remember that it's all happening for a reason. All the scary, crazy chaos, the heartbreak, the ending relationships so that new ones can come together that are meant for a bigger purpose. I know I sound like the cliche little Leo here being like, it's all happening for a reason, but no, guys, it really, really is. Like, I've lived through enough of the different things to see some of the reasons that I would have never expected when I was in the relationship that I thought was the one, or I lost a friendship or a job or any of the things that seemed like they were the devastating downfall. But there's something that I was taught really young is sometimes you have to hit rock bottom to make it to the top, because that's where you find out what you really, really want. So if you feel like you've hit that rock bottom, you feel like you're going through that pain, that means you're about to be like an arrow that's been pulled way back. It's going to shoot really far, but you got to stay focused on what you really want to hit that bullseye, or you're just like a flailing arrow. So get out of the being at the rock bottom, because you're not going to go anywhere if you just stay held back. Your arm's just going to get tired and you're just going to fall apart, and your bow and arrow is just not going to work. But you want to focus and remember that it has purpose, and put all that energy somewhere so that you can hit that bullseye. And yeah, thank you so much for having this space and let me hop in and out. I do have to go, but I love you all so much.
Love you so much,
Love
Shannon,
you, Shannon.
for sharing your beautiful words of wisdom and energy tonight. Love you. And that powerful Leo energy. Loved it.
Love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good night.
Bye.
Keep going. I'll be listening, just doing my thing.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Beautiful. Okay, so we do have a few people that joined in the chat that are asking for readings, but I am feeling called to end the personal readings. And if you guys are interested in gaining personal readings from this point on, you can connect with myself or Amanda. My Patreon is, my links are listed on my page, so you guys can click on any of my other videos and find a way to connect with me. And if you'd like to connect with Amanda, I will have her information as well as all the other creators that were listed tonight listed down below the video. So please feel free to click her link and connect with her. She's amazing. She does great channelings. I love her readings. She's always so helpful with everything. So definitely, if you guys feel called, connect with her and anybody else here tonight as well. So I don't have those links ready at this now moment, but they will be there within the next, I would say, few hours. So after it ends, I can update it in there. So yes. So I did have a few cards that I pulled to end the collective reading on for advice from Spirit moving forward into the places that we're moving into. And so the card that came forward, and I think you'll appreciate this, Amanda, we didn't bring Kali in, but she came in anyway. So she said, I'm going to invade your brand new deck and come in. So I'll read the book on this and then we'll channel through. But 31, tap into primal power. It appears that your life or some area of your life has become stagnant, stuck, or overly predictable. To get things moving, you must let go of the need to control. Tap into your fiery passion and enjoy the liberation that comes from expressing your wild and untamed nature. In this way, you will reconnect with your primal power, which is a source of unlimited creativity and fulfillment. Whether you can feel it or not, there is a burning need within you to bring forth something specific. Perhaps it's a career, a business, a creative endeavor, a conscious upgrade in any area of life, or another bold and positive new step. You will discover what this is or gain clarity on how to move forward. When you reconnect with the raw force of your inner fire, it is no longer sustainable to tiptoe, play nice, or give away your power in any way. Own who you are. Stop apologizing for what you want and allow your words and deeds to flow from your deepest and most primal self right this very minute. You are an earthly manifestation of Shakti, the alive and dynamic force of creation. Invoke this force now. Let it guide you in taking risks, blazing through boundaries, and transcending everything that formerly seemed to hold you back. You will further benefit from honoring the force of physical desire in your body and your heart. Desire is the holy and divine energy that creates worlds, magnetizes and catalysts relationships, and allow you to birth beautiful new conditions into form. Release any shame and guilt around desire, and remember that physical pleasure is a gift of the goddess to all of her earthly children. Rekindle your untamed awareness of your physicality. Celebrate the pulse of nature as it courses through your veins. Feel Mother Earth's heartbeat as your own. Howl at the moon, dance naked in the wind. Move your body for the sake of how good it feels. Feel your unity with the rhythms of cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Stir the cauldron within you, come into glorious communion with your instinctual self, and rise into authentic action. To unleash this energy through movement, put on some music that inspires your wildness and that feels deep, potent, and earthly. Ideally, play it loudly. Stand with your bare feet flat on the floor, knees slightly bent. Feel your connection with the earth and consciously relax your root chakra, which is in the tailbone area of your spine. Begin peacefully rocking your pelvis back and forth in a twerking movement. If it feels right, you can also move your hips in a wide circles to awaken the life force energy at your belly. Feel fierce, take up space, let go of the need to look pretty or be polite, and liberate yourself completely. Reunite with the primal power that is your birthright. Channel that power towards living the life you want, manifesting all the desires of your heart while enjoying complete freedom of personal and creative expression. Amanda, I'm feeling called for us to do this. Are you feeling called to do it with me?
That's actually my morning dance party every single morning.
Yes, I know. I know. Same though. Like, and I'm over here like, oh my gosh, it's literally telling us to do it. So, um, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna read the other channel cards I had, and we'll end. We'll end on this. We'll end on this movement if that's okay with you, and then that
Yep,
way the people watching can have an opportunity to experience that in your own space wherever you feel comfortable.
I'm all for dance parties every time.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
But
We'll sew it. Dance.
I find it funny that I pulled Morphic's energy earlier and
Yeah.
you just pulled her energy now.
Yeah, like Morphic, you're here in spirit. So yeah, and I think it's really powerful just speaking to that creative forces and really that call to step up, that call to not shy back, not to allow what is it that you want, what it is it that you desire, go for it. Don't allow the fear and the judgment of what other people think or have to say or whatever. Like, don't allow that stuff to cloud your mind. Allow yourself to flow into the spaces that you desire, because that's going to be what really brings you into alignment with your own inner peace and inner joy. But the messages moving forward, and I pulled these from the star seed deck because we were talking about star seeds, and the bottom energy of the deck is the Holy Child, which is just speaking to that inner child. So I really feel like for those of you watching, that inner child work is so important right now, and really making sure that we are giving our inner child space to play and express themselves. Any healing that comes up, allow them space and time to heal.
And Leia agrees.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. Leia 100% agrees. Okay, so how do we allow ourselves to step into our creative energy without the fear and judgment? Okay, so the answer is surrender. And this is one of my absolute favorite cards. Ever since I got this deck, this card surrounds me. It's like following me everywhere. And if you see the artwork in it, it's this beautiful jade dragon with this circular sphere in the middle that is, it almost gives the idea of being able to connect with the divine and connect with the body and spirit,
But
and just allowing yourself. Yeah.
I know it's her back,
Yeah.
but the fact that it's green and where it's placed and how the dragon is placed, the dragon is protecting the heart chakra.
Yes. And I think that speaks too, to let it know that it's safe to surrender. It is safe to let go. I am ready to let go with self-compassion. It is safe to allow your heart to feel and to allow yourself to be exposed and seen, because spirit is protecting you. You are protected. It's okay. And to know that, okay, in the past, it might not have been okay, but right now, in this now moment, spirit is letting you know that you are protected and it is safe to feel and to allow yourself to trust. And that's the big thing when it comes to surrender, is being able to trust that divine is going to hold you. But we're being called, okay, because we are awakened, and we out of the ashes I rise like the golden sun. You know, we are called into a place of rising like the phoenix. You know, everything has been torn down and somebody needs to rise. And if you feel that call, if this resonates with you, if any of the messages we have said tonight is touching your heart or getting your fire going, just know that you are being called to, and no pressure. It's the call is to step into your passion. The call is to do what makes you happy and bring you joy. If that's dancing and singing every morning and moving your hips, that's your passion. There you go. And so it's like, it's not even a scary thing of surrender and letting go. It's saying, you know what, I'm going to let go of what anybody thinks. I'm going to let go of my own expectations of what things need to look like, and I surrender to the divine, and I'm going to allow things to flow, and I'm going to take action as I feel called, because I know that I hold the power within me to move forward. I shoot for the stars. Radiance is my birthright. You are here to shine in whatever way speaks to your soul. Whatever way speaks to your soul, it is your birthright to do this. It is not your space to be sad and miserable and depressed and concerned and judged and worried. That is not your birthright. Your birthright is to find true joy and to live it and to express it and to share that joy with others. And so to just understand that it is safe to do so. Allow yourself to rise and radiate your light abundantly with the primal power of the earth, mother, and the soul fire. So, Amanda, did you have anything you wanted to add for the ending of this for readings?
No, I've given my messages that I was called to give today.
Okay, beautiful. Well, I love you so much, Amanda. I really appreciate you jumping on here with me and doing this tonight. This has been so much fun. I can't wait. Let's do it more. I'm down.
Yes.
Let's just do this. I want to do show and tell with our crystals next time too. So.
Yeah.
I know not tonight because we've already been on here a few hours, but stay tuned. Amanda and I might hold crystal show and tell. So bring your crystals. Bring your
I literally have an entire box and an entire bag that you guys haven't seen yet because they're like little imperfect ones.
Yes, absolutely.
They're not my favorites.
So do we want to end on a dance or do we want to do the primal? I kind of want to just dance and we can all move our own hips in our own space that works for us. Or do you want to do the primal? Do you want to do the primal movement that the Shakti was?
I dance that way anyway, so
Yeah, I know. Same. So if you feel called to dance with us, then let's do this. By the way, do you all have websites and or social media? Juan, we do have social media links. So if you, not in this video, because I haven't gotten to update it yet, but it will be within the next hour updated, so you can directly link with Amanda. You can directly link with me through my if you click on any of my other videos down below, there is a direct link to connect with me, and yes, we can get you connected. So
also for anyone interested, if you really need to connect with me right this second, my Instagram is the best way to find me, and it's angel_1778.
Yes, beautiful. Angel is on Instagram and TikTok. You can find me on Instagram or TikTok at Pinocchio Rising as well. Okay, what song? Ooh, okay, I know what we need. What's the song that I love that is Josh's? It's the ooh in this world.
Oh, Come Together.
Okay, thank you. I was like, you'll know it if I sing it.
Yeah, all I need is like literally the first note of any of his songs, and I can tell you exactly what it is.
Why do I struggle so hard? Oh, I struggle so hard. Where is it? Hold on.
It's on Animal Instinct with my favorite one.
Okay. No, that's not what I want. Hold on. Normal. I want to come together. Why? Singles, albums, and singles. What is it? Come together.
It's on Animal Instinct.
Found it. Okay, so if you guys are ready, we're gonna have a little dance party. Nothing big, nothing fancy, just enough to move our energy. Feel free to move your hips and allow yourself to express your energy in whatever way you feel called. But the book said to place your hands on your hips and allow them to swirl in a circular motion like so. But allow yourself to do whatever you feel called. I'm going to move this, so. Okay. And this is Anomal, the Anomal Kingdom. I will have his link listed below if you like the song. Please check him out.
The song's called Come Together.
On the streets.
When the rain falls, we can't find solace. Oh, until the sunrise. Propaganda shit our world, no matter if they're truth or lies. Ooh, and I know in this world we need to come together. Realize that we're no different to each other. And it might seem so absurd that the answer is one word. L-O-V-E. I continue to stand for what I stand behind. If you can't say the same, you got no alibi. In a time that we live in, there ain't no truth or a lie that can take you away from past that are alive. If you're thinking you are separate, that you live aside, you just gotta remember it, then you have arrived at the center where we all can just vibe in the knowledge that we all are aligned in the same vibration, frequency, and energy of all creation that is in eternity. And that's love, M-I-E, and that's love, M-I-E. The vibration, frequency, and energy of all creation that is in eternity. And that's me, M-I-E. When it rains and it pours, put it all on me. When we're together with a force that the world needs, we gotta put down our arms and come together in song. And when we all sing along, then we're all free. When it rains and it pours, put it all on me. When we're together with a force that the world needs, we gotta put down our arms and come together in song. And when we all sing along, then we're all free. Ooh, and I know in this world we need to come together. Realize that we're no different to each other. And it might seem so absurd that the answer is one word. L-O-V-E. Can we take a break? Take a break from all of this hate. Can we take a break? Take a break from all of this hate. I continue to stand for what I stand behind. If you can't say the same, you got no alibi. In a time that we live in, there ain't no truth or a lie that can take you away from me, and that's on God. You can try to run and flee, and that's alright. You can try to hide and seek, but you will find there is nowhere left to go but inside. There is nowhere left to go but inside. Can we take a break? Take a break from all of this hate. Can we take a break? Take a break from all of this hate. Can we take a break? Take a break from all of this hate. Can we take a break? Take a break from all of this hate.
That was so good.
Yay.
That was so good. Okay, beautiful, amazing humans and souls. I love you all so, so much. Thank you for joining today's Tarot and Chill session. And definitely keep an eye out for more beautiful spaces that we will be holding. And I hope to send you off with all the love and beautiful blessings for your evening.
Yes.
Yes. Namaste. Love you all.
Love you.